Good evening and welcome to the iconic Berry Field. As we get ready to bring you district action between the Hondo Owls and the Jourdanton Indians, this is for all the marbles. We still got one more game left in the season, but this is the one we've had circled because we're trying to win our first district championship in 5 years. The Hondo Owls with a chance to clinch tonight, 3-0 in district play as we enter this game, going up against Jourdanton, who's 2-1 in district play. Give us some numbers, Rob. I know you've got some there.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Berry Field. Hondo versus Jourdanton. We got senior night tonight. This will be the last time some of these boys step on this field until graduation. But great ceremony before the game. Between Jourdanton and Hondo, they've played 23 times. Hondo leads that 12, 10, and 1 tie. Biggest Hondo win was 49-4 in 2000. And the biggest Jourdanton win was 56-25 in 2023. Let's see, longest Hondo win streak is 4. Jourdanton is 4 as well. Shutouts 9 by Hondo and 1 by Jourdanton.
All right, and Hondo won the coin toss. They decided to defer, so they'll be kicking to Jourdanton. Jourdanton will be receiving on the north end zone, so they'll be moving to the south. Hondo will be moving to the north, and like I said, we will be kicking off. We'll have the ball first in the second half. This is a big game, Rob. It's a big game. Jourdanton is still a formal opponent. They've won the district, I believe, the last 4 years.
Yep.
And they're not quite the same team that they've been in the past, but they just reload. They've got a lot of kids. Most of these kids are not going to go both ways. They have an offense, they have a defense, they've got backups.
They're going to be fresh.
Yeah, they are going to be fresh, but the question is, can they hang with the Owls, who just are really led evenly across the board by seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So let's see what we can do. Going to be kicking off here in just a moment. Number 26 getting ready to kick off. That's Gabriel Rodriguez. He's had a fantastic last couple games.
Going from right to left on your radio dial.
Nice kick down to the 11. It's going to bounce.
Oh, it's going into the end zone.
I thought it touched one of the players.
I thought he had touched it as well.
Yeah, boy, that's very lucky.
They had 2 guys back there. Looked like the first one kind of got a finger on it, and then it bounced over the second guy's head.
So that goes all the way into the end zone. A really good kick. And so they'll start off at the 25-yard line.
Jonathan, what are the keys to success for the Hondo Owls tonight?
Well, stamina is going to be really important because they're going to have to. We got a lot of guys that go both ways, and there's going to be a lot of freshness on the other side. But we really need to win in the trenches. If we win in the trenches, I like it. And I also need to make sure we don't give up the big, long touchdown passes. We need to make sure we stay back, stay behind, have one guy at least as far back as the deepest receiver. Don't let him beat us over the top.
No big plays.
So let's see what happens.
Well, we're still getting the tee off the field. No breeze on the American flag tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful night. It's going to get a little cooler. It's Halloween night. Mm-hmm. I dressed in, as you saw, I dressed up as a cowboy because we're playing the Indians.
The crowd's a little light tonight, maybe because of trick-or-treating right now. Maybe
so on first down, the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get some pretty good yards. Yeah. Ball's on the ground. I think an offensive lineman fell on it.
I believe you're right.
And it actually can't be fumbled forward. So I would think that's
the first down.
Well, it should have gone back to where he fumbled it from, but it was only about a yard difference. So on that 9-yard carry, the ball was fumbled, went an extra yard forward, so that makes it a 10-yard gain. There was some movement. That running back moved well before the ball was snapped. They're going to hand it off on the left side, and it's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 24 and 33 on that tackle.
Rob, you got the binoculars, so if you can...
Andrew Tapia and Anthony Garza.
You can help us with who's making the tackles. That's awesome. They're running quick. Second down, they gave him a half yard. So second down and 9, shotgun formation. Low snap, handed off to number 3 over the right side. Missed tackle, and he's going to be tackled down inside the 45. A good run there by number 3.
And 16 gave him a bump, but he still stayed in bounds.
Yeah, there was a missed tackle, a complete whiff up at the line of scrimmage. Not something that you see a lot from the Owls.
Jourdanton's moving the ball.
So they've got the ball at the Hondo Owl 45-yard line, 1st and 10, and they're coming out quickly. 2 backs in the backfield on each side of him in shotgun formation. He's got 1 receiver to the left. They hand it off to number 14. He goes over that left side again.
Good tackle right at the line by number 74.
Yeah, really good tackle.
That's Rudy Alvarado.
And number 21, A.J. Knight, was also in on that tackle. So no gain, 2nd down and 10. And again, shotgun formation. He's got a back on his left side. He comes out, trips to the short side on the left. No receivers to the right. Long delay there, and they're going to go ahead and Hondo's going to go ahead and call a timeout. So first timeout of the game goes to the Hondo Owls. We want to thank our sponsors: Herman Son Steakhouse, Medina Healthcare Systems, Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuels, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, Z's Kitchen, and Texan Bank. I want to give a special shout out to the Ranch Nutrition, which is the little cart, the little trailer out here that just pulls up, a little food truck looking thing right here in the front,
Yep.
and that's good friend Ruby Cantu, and
Yep.
she hooked me up with a watermelon lemonade walking in, and I got to tell you, it's pretty refreshing.
Looks pretty good.
So I
You
hope she
forgot
didn't
about
double up. Hope she
Forgot
didn't.
about your partner over there.
Hope she didn't double up on the caffeine, because I might be talking even faster than normal.
We don't need that.
So 2nd down and 10. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow me down. So I'm like that squirrel. What is that? The one that just goes, everything's in slow motion in the cartoon. So we don't need that happening.
Quick update on yesterday. JV did lose to Pleasanton 22-12, and our volleyball girls lost in 3 sets to Marion.
They had a good season though. Good job on the ladies. So let's go 2nd down and 10 after the timeout. Shotgun formation, and they hand it off, coming to the left. The right this time, and maybe the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard.
Good wrap up.
Mason Barr was there,
16,
and so was
Lindell Johnson,
and also number 7 was there as well. So, and that's Kate Alvoit. So good job by the defense. No gain. So they're making 3rd and 9 at the 44.
All right, we got to get a stop here.
This would be a good one to get it on. They come out with 4 receivers, 2 to each side. They actually have 1 in the slot, too. So 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Nobody back with the quarterback, and they're going to show blitz.
Putting pressure.
And the quarterback looking to throw it, and he finds somebody at the 35. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 30.
33 pushed him out.
That's going to be a 1st down. Good job by the quarterback, who was able to evade the pressure and just dump it over to the top of the defensive line for a short pass and a nice run. Gets him a 1st down at the 30, and the Jourdanton Indians are threatening here on their first drive. Clock's now inside 10 minutes, down to 9:40. They're going to come out with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 on each side of him. And they're going to hand it off, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to run right into number 33, and then he's going to go backwards from there.
21 and 56 in there, too.
They gave him the line of scrimmage. It seemed like he might have lost a yard there. There they go. I was like, he couldn't have got back to the line of scrimmage.
A.J. Knight and Liston Blanks in there, too.
Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. And let's see what kind of formation they take.
Quarterback's kind of lanky.
He is a nice tall guy, isn't he? So they're going to come out with the 2 backs on each side. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation, takes the snap, and he hands it off to number 3 over that left side again. And the ball's on the ground. He falls right on top of it. He got lucky. That's the 2nd time the ball's hit the ground, and both times it's bounced right back up into an Indians breadbasket.
Kate Alvoit was over there ready to try to grab it.
So no gain, 3rd and 11, another big play. We need to see if we can get a stop. They come out with trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left, 1 back in the backfield next to shotgun formation, next to the quarterback.
Hondo playing a 3-4.
And they're looking to throw it deep, and it's incomplete.
Fingertips.
Off the hands of the intended receiver.
Leighton Pope with the coverage.
Leighton Pope had really good coverage. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11. Ball's at the 31. Most likely going for it here. A little too close to punt and a little too far for a field goal.
Yep.
So first big play here on 4th down.
Maybe last week with the wind.
Yeah, that wind was something else. If you had the wind behind you, you might have kicked a 60-yarder last week. So 4th down and 11.
Taking the time getting the play in.
See if you think the Jourdanton coaches could come a little further on the field.
You almost shake their
hand.
There's
literally 3 of them standing on the numbers.
We got 8 seconds on the play clock.
I think they're going to use a timeout here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. And unless they're going to take a delay game, which I imagine they're just going to use a timeout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for pointing the other direction.
So 1 timeout used each on this drive by Jourdanton and by Hondo. This is the opening drive for the Jourdanton Indians. Again, a little bit of backstory. This is for district championship right here. It does not matter what happens next week in Poteet, okay?
No, it does not.
And just in case you're wondering how it works, if we do end up in a 3-way tie, yes, we would be co-district champions, not what we want.
Nope.
And I can tell you right now, no matter how this game ends up, we end up 3rd place. So we end up the 3 seed if we lose. We end up the 1 seed if we win. It's that simple, folks. So we are going to the playoffs. It's just a matter of, are we going 1 or are we going 3?
We've clinched our spot.
We've got a
But
spot.
obviously, it's senior night. These boys, like Alvarez and Barr and several of other
These seniors they want to beat Jourdanton. They have not beat Jourdanton. Mason was injured 1 year. He didn't get to play that one that we lost really bad. So we had a lot of injuries that year. They've got a bad taste in their mouth. They want some revenge, and we're hoping to get it tonight. So 4th and 11. Jourdanton after the timeout comes out spread offense. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
No one in the back.
No one back. Got to get some pressure.
Come on, get him.
And that's a great tackle.
He's short.
By the tight end, by number 33 and by number 14, Mason Barr. And he took a hard hit.
Yeah.
And he's going to be taken down at the 25.
He's bending over.
Yeah, that's a 6-yard gain. And, I mean, he took a pop. Mainly Anthony Garza, but also Mason Barr. And,
great job by the defense.
Yeah, he may think twice about running again. That was a tough hit.
Kudos to our line.
So a 6-yard gain, but not enough. They needed 11, and the Owls offense comes out on the field for the first time. We got 8:14 remaining in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. First play is going to be handoff to Mason. He's going to run up the middle. He's got a big hole. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50.
He's got
the 45, the 40.
He's going to go
the 45, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, inside the 10. What a run by Mason Barr on first down.
That's
all the way down
the game.
Inside the 10. He just could not outrun the angle. He had the speed, folks.
Yeah.
There was one safety that had an angle on him. He just couldn't outrun the angle. He gets caught on the far side of the field inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Owls at the 9-yard line.
And there was great blocking across that whole play by the entire team, Jonathan. Credit to the O-line.
O-line, he never got touched until he got inside the 10.
So great blocking downfield.
1st and 10, empty backfield. Mason comes in motion, and they fake the handoff. It's going to be a run up the middle by Alvarez. He's going to
drops the ball.
He fumbled at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Jourdanton.
Oh man!
Tell you what, he had some trouble with securing the ball last week. He had 2 fumbles last week. And the first time he touches it this week, he drops it too. He was trying to get in the end zone.
Yeah, he was stretching.
And so 1st and 10 for Jourdanton at the 1. Maybe the 2.
That ball was still bouncing around for a while. We're trying to get in the pile, but Jourdanton
just got to secure the ball when we're down inside the 10 for sure.
Probably a little excited, still got some nerves, but
all right, 0-0 is our score. Nothing, no harm done. 7:35 to go here in the first quarter. Let's get our defense get a big stop.
Yeah. Maybe we get a safety here.
It's definitely a possibility if we get into the backfield. So 7:35 remaining. Second drive now for Jourdanton after that turnover.
Play the next play.
He's got a back on each side, and it's going to be a keeper. It's like a wildcat. He's going to get it out to about the 6-yard line.
Let's see who we got in there.
And I don't think that was the quarterback either that kept it. I think that was the running back that was a wildcat.
A.J. Knight on the tackle.
I don't know, and because it's so far away, I don't know if the quarterback's even in right now. I don't think he is.
No, he was the tall number 2. This is number 14 taking
So
the snap.
they look like they're running more of a wildcat right now. I think the quarterback, if he's in, they're going to run it up the middle and get up to about the 10.
Yep, great stop by number 24.
So I don't know if he's hurt or if they're just running more of a safety kind of play to make sure that they get it out of their own shadow, their own end zone there. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
I see their quarterback across the way on the table.
And there's a flag, and there's a big hole. He's at the 30, at the 40, at the 50. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 35, but there's a flag back here. Let's see what it is.
9-yard line.
I don't know if Hondo was lined up off sides or if there was a penalty on the offense. I'm still waiting to see a call. I still haven't seen the signal.
Here we go.
It's offsides on the defense, so that's going to be declined.
He kind of ran out of gas and ran out of bounds.
Yeah, he was gonna get cut off there. Lindell Johnson was running him down, and he just ran out of juice. So still haven't seen their quarterback. That's the third big run they've had over the left side. We're gonna have to figure that out.
They're taking his pads off. I can see it.
The quarterback?
Yes.
Okay.
The trainer just took his pads off of him.
So he looked like he was hurting a little bit.
Hope he's okay.
So they come back out with the 3-back set in the. It's kind of like it's almost wishbone, but they're all lined up shoulder to shoulder.
Number 14
and
is taking the snap now.
He's looking to throw it, and he does. And knocked away.
Pope on the coverage again.
Good defense there by Pope.
So that's their second pass to that corner, and Pope is covered very well in both passes.
And, I mean, the receiver definitely has a height advantage over Pope, but he's been right there. There's been some hand jostling, and they were able to knock it away. So 2nd down and 10, ball again at the 38 now of the Owls after that big run out of the shadow of their own end zone. Gets them across midfield.
Yeah, those are the type of plays our defense doesn't need. We need to
We
keep our
don't usually
strength.
give up the big runs. So shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left side, and they're going to be a
14's
keeper.
Keeping it.
14's going to keep it. He's going to get maybe 3 yards.
Rudy Alvarado on the tackle. I'm sorry, Andrew Tapia.
Yep, that was Andrew Tapia, number 24. And they mark it down at the 36, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, number 14 is your quarterback right now. He's got a back on each side. He's got a receiver, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. On 3rd and 8,
number 3
he hands it off to number 3. He's dancing around over there. He might get a yard.
I saw a flag come out.
Over on that side, it had to be holding. It looked like somebody tackled number 33.
He just gave the signal holding.
Nope, they're calling face mask. Wow. How is that not a tackle? I watched number 33 get tackled. So that's a 15-yard penalty. That's going to take it all the way down to the 21 and give them a 1st down. That's a big penalty. They were going to be 4th and long.
And now they're down to the, 21?
21-yard line,
We're
1st and 10.
Started the drive on the 1-yard line.
1 or 2, yeah, it was down there in the shadows. They definitely were right by the goalpost. So they come out again. Wildcat is what I'm going to call it until I can see this guy throw. And he's going to keep it this time, and he's going to wish he didn't.
56.
He's going to lose 3 yards, maybe 4.
56 and 74.
Liston Blanks was the first one to make contact. And they're going to mark it all the way back at the 24. That's a 3-yard loss, 2nd down and 13.
Just over 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Be big to get a stop here, Rob. Not let them score. They don't have their quarterback in right now.
We need to get the ball back
Nothing
in our
easy.
offense.
Let's get a stop here. It's going to be a sweep, and he's going to get the outside, and he's going to go down at about the 15-yard line.
Cade Alvoy and A.J. Knight in on that one.
They mark it at the 14. They got to get down to the 11, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 on the sweep. Whoever's got outside containment, you can't let them get around you. Make them cut back inside on that play. Don't be surprised if you see the same play go the other way. They like number 5.
Need a big stop here. 3rd down.
And it's going to be handed off to number 3. And I don't think he got there. I'm pretty sure he's at the 12 or 13.
I think he's short a yard. It's close.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 1. Ball's at the 12.
I did see their kicker in pregame. He was kicking them. He can make it from that distance.
4th and 1, and I think they know district championships on the line. I don't think they want 3 points. I think if they were 4th and 6 or 4th and 8, maybe you're kicking a field goal here. But 4th and 1, they're looking to get the 1st down. Whoa. Are you okay? You all right? You sure? Okay. Just watch somebody wipe out here.
All right, they call a timeout?
Let's see.
Timeout.
Yes. Okay. 4th and 1. We've got a timeout with 3:48 remaining. Jourdanton has the ball inside the blue zone. They got the ball down at the 12. They need to get it to the 11. Let's thank our sponsors real quick, Rob. We got Hermanson Steakhouse, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, Medina Electric Co-op, Hondo and Herald, and Medina Healthcare Systems. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us and allowing us to bring you the game tonight. It's a packed house. I mean, there's a lot of people here. This is for district. We want to win this game, and it's a tight game right now. 0-0, 3:48 remaining, and we got 4th and 1. What are you thinking here, Rob? You want to bring the house? You want to bring the blitz, or are you hoping to?
I want to apply some pressure. I want to make the new quarterback feel some pressure from our linebackers here.
And with their quarterback out right now, and we don't know if it's going to be for the game or if it's just for a little while, but with him out and with that, there's a big difference in size in their quarterback. But I feel like their run game gets stronger when he's out, which means if we can get a lead and we can build on that lead, I like our chances because we've taken the passing game maybe out. I don't think their passing is going to be quite as sharp.
Yep.
So it's real important for us to get some stops, get a lead. I'm not really worried if we go down early because we do that every week, it seems like. But it'd be nice to get a stop here. So they come out in spread, and they're going to run it to that side, and they're going to get the first down, I'm pretty sure. They got it down to the 10. Yep. So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Do see their quarterback suiting back up over there.
And they come out quickly. They've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 back to his left side. He's looking to throw it, and it is going to be a wide receiver screen. And he's going to get in the end zone, I think.
He's in.
Yep, that is in the end zone. So 6-0 is our score on the wide receiver screen. Pending the extra point, 3:25 remaining in the first quarter.
Okay. Nothing to worry about. We've seen this before.
Kind of when you get down into about the 5-10 yard line on those wide receiver screens, I don't like the cornerbacks so far off. You can't be standing at the goal line. You've got to be up and press because you give him that much space, and that's just too much. He's got too much room in open green grass to make one cut, make one guy miss. So gonna have to maybe think about that. Our cornerbacks might need to be a little bit more up on the receivers in the blue zone at least. And they are coming up for the extra point. So 6-0 is our score. Jourdanton with the lead. 3:25 remaining, pending the extra point. And there's a snap, the hold, the kick is blocked. And it was blocked by Mason Barr.
Recovered by number 16.
So extra point is no good. Our score, don't be fooled by what you see on the scoreboard. The score is 6-0. And Jourdanton has the lead, 3:25 remaining. And remember, we've only had the ball for 2 offensive plays, and we fumbled at our own 1-yard line. So
just a reminder to our audience, we cannot show video of home games, so that's why you're only getting an audio stream, but we appreciate you joining us. And send us a text if you want to get a shout out or if you got any advice for us.
And feel free to close your eyes, and we'll do our best to paint the picture. You can just watch it that way. So
little scoreboard trouble going on here, but they'll get it fixed here before we kick off. So, yeah, explosive play from Mason for our first touch, and then unfortunate fumble at the goal line. But it's our turn to receive the ball. And what have we seen so far in this season by our 2 returners between Pope and Barr? We've seen a lot of excitement.
We have, and so it'll be interesting to see how we do on this return. If they give us a chance to do it.
Do you think they'll kick it to them?
I think they will, yeah. So Jourdanton has used 2 timeouts. That may come in. We may have to see where that plays in the second quarter. It's still early in the first. Hondo's used 1, and it's 6-0 is our score.
3:25
right where we want to be. And they go with the pooch kick. They do not want to kick it.
They touch it, fall on it.
And we'll take over at the 31. Number 7 fell on that. That's Cade Alvoy. Good idea. And, yeah, they don't want to kick it to Pope or to Mason Barr, and can you blame them?
No, they kicked a line drive low at our hands team, and we fell right on top of it.
I would do that every time if I was kicking to those 2. So 1st and 10 for the Owls.
They've obviously watched some film.
Like I said, we've only had the ball 2 plays so far in the first quarter. So
let's do it again.
Come out with trips to the left and 1 receiver to the right. And going to look to throw it on first down, and that's going to be over the head of the receiver. There's flags all over the place. I believe it's going to be a legal formation. We're still waiting for a call. Where's the head judge? Where's the guy
He's
in
over
white?
there. He's over on the 20.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for him to make a call. He hasn't walked to the. I'm guessing Jourdanton's going to take it, take the penalty. So that's going to make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, he never said what the call was.
It was a legal formation. We had 2 guys on the line of scrimmage over here. So they're going to come out with the same formation, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and going to throw it on 1st down.
That's Graff.
Graff with the catch is going to get it out across the 35.
Nolan Graff. He's one of our freshman starters.
And that's a nice 10-yard gain. So 2nd down and 5 on the 1st and 15 play. Ball's at the 36-yard line. First completion there on the first pass by Colton Alvarez. So 2nd down and 5. 3 receivers this time to the right, 1 to the left. And fake the handoff, look to throw it. And almost picked off.
Yeah. His target was Pope, but number 1 from Jourdanton got in there and swatted it down.
Yep. Not sure why we've run 2 plays. Both of them have been very successful runs, and now we're throwing the ball. I'm not my favorite thing to see, but that's okay. They're also putting a lot of people in the box right now. So 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I'm sure they're keying in on Barr.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mason on Colton's right side. And they hand it off to Mason, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
They got back there, and they got a hand on his jersey, and he could not get the forward momentum.
Nope. So they've got 8 guys in the box. We're going to definitely have to throw the ball eventually, but right now on 4th and 5, I think we'll see punting. If they. We may try to call him, pull him off sides. Definitely, this is what he likes to do. Nobody's back.
Yep, trying to call him.
And he's going to drop back just a little bit. Get a pooch punt off. There we go. Now bounce forward. Come on.
Get a Hondo bounce. Get a Hondo bounce.
Of course it doesn't.
Nope. It's a Jourdanton bounce. Back to the 37-yard line.
Yep. 36. So 1st and 10 for Jourdanton. 6-0 is our score. 2:01 remaining in the first quarter. That was not what we were looking for.
A slow start.
So 3 and out there. Going to have to find a way to move the ball.
Yeah.
If they're going to be jumping those short passes, we may have to do a double move. If they're going to be filling in the box like they are, I'm expecting a big play. When I see them bring everybody up to stop the run, to me, that's a tight end down the seam.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't seen it work to perfection yet because there's been a couple flags. But Anthony Garza on a seam route or Colton Weimer's on a seam route might be the ticket. Might be the ticket to getting our first score. So they come up shotgun formation. And quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We got several outs. 33 and 52 were in on that one.
They give him the line of scrimmage. I didn't even think he made it that far. So 2nd down and 10. And still starting quarterback is not in right now. So number 14 is taking that spot right now. And they've got 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 back in the backfield next to him on his right side. And he hands it off this time to number 3 over that same side where he's had all the luck. Makes a man miss. And he's going to make a nice gain out across midfield, across the 40. He's a little shifty. He's not real big.
Luckily, A.J. Knight had the angle on that and stayed with him and was able to get the tackle. If not, he had a lot of ground.
But not after a 25-yard gain. So 1st and 10 at the 37.
They're going fast.
They are going quick. And with this many guys, if they're going to go quick, we're going to have to make sure.
There's a whole parliament of owls on him.
Yes, and he got tackled right when he snapped the ball. That's going to be all the way back to the 41. That's a 4-yard loss. Maybe 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it a 5-yard loss.
The ball came out right after they blew the call dead, and we jumped on it. Mason Martinez was like, "Hey, I got the ball." All right, again, they're going quick offense here.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation again. Back is on his left side. And looking to throw it. And he's got a man wide open. And it's going to be a touchdown.
Number 6 on the coverage.
Yeah, we've got to stay back. They continue to beat us over the top on passes. I don't understand why we're falling for the short stuff.
I think that was number 88 for the Indians. That had a little height advantage on number 6 on our side.
It wasn't height that scored that touchdown. He had us beat by 3 yards.
But he put her right in his breadbasket, that's for sure.
So now I'm not saying to start worrying yet, but we got to play better than this. 12-0's our score, 32 seconds remaining.
You go for 2 here?
I don't think I would, but it looks like they're going to. Shotgun formation. He's waiting for the play call. Their coach is always going to be aggressive, so we've got to play back.
Going for 2.
And
keeping it.
He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to easily get in. So 14-0 is your score. 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Not looking so great right now for the Owls. They look very, very flat, but they are more than capable of coming back. So I'm not too worried.
Yep.
But we're going to have to play better. This first quarter has not been very well done with the turnover. We have a turnover. We have gotten beaten on the ground game, on the run, on the passing game. It's just
kind of lost our energy after that turnover.
Yeah, so that was a gut punch for sure. So let's figure it out.
All right. Well, you know what time it is, though. We get to return a kick again. So let's see
if they let us. I'm not expecting them to. So that should give us good. The hands team needs to be ready for the little pooch kick, because if it goes right at you and bounces off of you, that could be really bad.
Just looking across the way, Jonathan, their starting quarterback, I do see them putting a sling on his arm over there.
Well, we got to stop all the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, just like you said, we're really, really flat. I don't see the energy that I usually see from the outside. I don't see heads hanging, but I'm not really happy with the demeanor. We got to play better than this. We've played better all year. There's plenty of time. It's 14-0. There's plenty of time. Don't forget, we were up 17 points in the fourth quarter last week, and how fast that disappeared. We can make 14 points disappear too.
All right, short kick again.
Somebody needs to find it.
16.
Okay.
Took it and got on the ground.
So Lindell Johnson gets on the ball at the 39. They are not going to let our special teams beat us. I don't blame them.
Nope. They've seen what they can do.
Yep. So we need to get the ball into our playmakers' hands. We need to hold on to the ball, and we need to make sure that we get a score here. Remember, we got the ball first in the second half, too. There's a lot of time. A lot of time. So 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 39. Ball's on the right hash. Mason Barr's in the backfield next to Colton Alvarez. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they're showing a blitz, and it's going to be kept by Colton Alvarez, and they're bringing the house to try to stop the run. Gain of 1, maybe tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they got him at the line.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Yep, Indians brought full pressure that time.
Well, and if they're going to bring it all up the middle like that, you're looking for the sweeps. You're looking for
screen pass.
A lot of screen passes would be good. It doesn't have to be wide receiver screen either. So 2nd down and 10. And
throw it.
Going to throw it, and they find number 12 again.
There we go. Nolan
and
Graff.
He gets the 1st down up to the 49-yard line. That's going to move the chains.
Good job. Mason Barr's excited. Nolan got the catch.
So 1st and 10 for the Owls. That's going to move the chains.
So you called it.
Yeah, it's got to be. We got to get the ball to the outside if they're going to bring everybody up the middle like that. And that's actually the last play of the first quarter. So 1st and 10 for the Owls when we come back. It's going to be 2nd quarter. Ball's going to be at the 49-yard line. We got a 1st and 10 for the Owls. And we are down 14-0. That's where we stand after 1. But don't go anywhere. I'm telling you, that is not going to be our final score. The Owls are going to put some points on the board. I've already told you I predict a very high-scoring game, and I think it's going to be a very close one. A little bit different than what I expected on the start, but that's okay. 14-0's our score on Halloween night. Things can get a little crazy and spooky on Halloween night, but you know what? We got plenty of time. I want to thank our sponsors again: Herman Son Steakhouse, Medina Healthcare Systems, Hondo Amber Herald, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm, and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, and Medina Electric Co-op. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to bring you the game. We do appreciate it. No wind, beautiful, cool night.
Beautiful fall night. Hunting season starts tomorrow. We got great college football tomorrow.
Shotgun formation on 1st and 10, and they're going to hand it off the middle. And right at the line of scrimmage, he's going to get pushed forward for a couple yards.
Looks like they're giving him a yard.
I can't believe they only gave him the 50. So 1-yard gain for the Owls. That's going to be 2nd down and 9. Right now, there's more guys coming up the middle than there are blockers. So I don't want you to think the offensive line isn't doing their job. It's just they are bringing linebackers in the gaps. They are just doing everything they can to shut down the middle of the field. Here comes the linebacker again.
Good block.
And a nice catch by number 3. And they're going to give him, I think he got the first down.
Mason Barr had a great block, protected the quarterback on that one.
Yes, he did. There was a linebacker that came untouched up the middle, and Mason, just like he did against Crystal City, he made a couple big blocks and put people on their butts. So that's going to be a first down at the 41-yard line on that gain. That was a pass to number 3. That is Kyron Rodriguez on the quick pass. So 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation for Alvarez, who hands it off to Mason, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40.
Maybe a yard?
Yeah, just a yard. There's a lot of pressure in the backfield. He's not able to get going just yet. He already has one big run. His very first touch of the game was for, it was maybe, let's see, 30, 40, 50, over 50 yards. So they're not going to keep him bottled up all night, I guarantee you.
They're doing everything they can to contain him in the middle.
So 2 receivers to each side on 2nd down and 9, balls at the 40. Shotgun formation. They fake the handoff. They look to throw. Caught by number 6. He's going to get up the field down to the 34-yard line. Alex Garcia with a catch. And that's going to be a gain of 6. Make it 3rd down and 3.
Good protection by the O-line there. Just remember that Jourdanton's bringing a fresh squad in on offensive line and defensive line where our guys are playing both directions. So
I like the way their cornerbacks are keeping everybody in front of them. I wish we would do that on the passes and not let them get behind us. So 3rd down and 3. And they're going to fake the handoff, look to throw it, and they do.
7, Cade Alvoy.
That's a 1st down. Hold on to that ball. And that's going to move the chains inside the 30 down to the 29.
Just like that.
Owls with a nice drive here inside. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 is your score, but it's still early. Still very, very early. The Owls had a drive stop at the 1-yard line on a fumble. And the last drive was 3 and out. Now we're moving the ball again. 1st and 10. And going to fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. And he fumbles it again. It's going to be picked up.
It's a scoop.
And unless Mason's able to catch him, it's going to be a touchdown.
It's a scoop and score.
That is the second fumble by our quarterback, Colton Alvarez, and that's the 2nd week in a row he's fumbled one that was returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, he got caught by the shoestring, and right before he hit the ground, the ball slipped right out of his hands and right into Jourdanton's hands.
So 20-0 is your score, and now it's starting to get a little bit scary. Yeah. You don't want to get into a hole that you can't get out of, and right now it's kind of the direction we're headed. That is the 2nd turnover. Both of them have led to touchdowns. 20-0 is our score. 9:16 remaining here in the second quarter. Ball security. We talk about it all the time. It's about turnovers.
Yeah, if you don't win the turnover game, it's hard to win the game.
Yeah, and when you give them free touchdowns, that makes it tough to come back from. Here's a snap, hold, kick up, and I think he pulled it.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah.
Wide left.
So 20-0 is your score. I was pretty sure that went on this side of the uprights. So 20-0 is your score.
Not
a defensive touchdown there. Yeah, I'm telling you, this team is good enough to come back, but they've got to believe it between the ears. And right now, I don't know that they all do. So I think some of them do.
Yep.
And right now, we need our quarterback to play like the senior leader he's been all year.
Senior leadership's got to step up.
He's been making a lot of good throws. We've got to figure out what we're going to do with our running game because they are bringing the house to stop the running game. And so those delayed handoffs that you see with the quarterback option where he can keep it or he can hand it off, there's 2 guys back there with them, and they're wearing the wrong color jerseys. So if they're bringing 5 and 6 guys, 7 guys at the line, there's got to be another way, and it's going to be up for our offensive coordinator to figure out how to beat it.
Yep.
So 20-0 is your score.
We talked about getting the tight ends involved, Jonathan. I think that's where we got to go.
What I'm seeing is the middle of the field is completely open. I need them to see that, and we've got to make good enough blocking to give him enough time to make that pass. So the short passing game has been really, really good, but I don't think it's what we can rely on. We're going to need some defensive stops, but we got to get a score and get back into this game. 20-0 is our score. I'd love a fast one. Get ready for the little pooch kick. And that's exactly what it was. And
he drops it.
He dropped it, but he fell back on it. So he calls a fair catch, and
they are kicking it to everyone but Pope and Barr.
Yep, and so that was actually number 8 that came up with that. That's Joby Pimentel, who's back after an ankle injury in week 1.
Yeah.
So this is his first time back in the game.
Welcome back, Joby.
So I think he was suited up last week, but this is his first game with some action. I don't think he got to practice last week.
I see him. Is he going in as quarterback? Or
you
no?
know, he might be. We might be seeing a little bit of Wildcat.
Yep.
And that's what it looks like we're going to do right
Barr.
now.
Looks like Barr's going to go in the Wildcat.
So Barr's going to be Wildcat. He's got Joby back there with him. We're waiting for another offensive lineman to get out.
Yeah. Alvarez is not in.
Okay. So we've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Mason has Joby on his left side. He's going to take that snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to run it up the middle. And he's going to keep his feet going, keep his feet going. He's going to get inside the
good
past the
push.
45 down to the 46-yard line.
Rudy Alvarado came behind and gave him a good push for another yard.
So nice positive run of 5 yards on first down. Second down and 5.
They're still cramming that middle, Jonathan.
Yeah, they are. There's no doubt. And 20-0 is our score. Can you blame them? It's working. So until we beat it, until we do something about it, why would you change anything?
They've watched film. They've studied Barr. They've studied Alvarez.
So second down, he hands it off up the middle. Keep
Joby,
your feet going. Joby, first down.
Good fresh
legs. The 50 to the 45.
That's a first down.
Nice hard run. I like how fast that one is. So I don't like that delay handoff. If you're going to hand it off and let that back have a head full of steam going, you know. And he hit that hole hard.
Fresh legs.
Yeah. You don't want to get in front of him either. So first and 10 at the 40.
He's not a small guy.
No, first and 10 at the 45. And Mason takes a snap. He's going to follow his blocker. No, he's going to be taken down in the backfield. That's a linebacker blitz right up the middle. Yeah. Nobody to stop it.
That's a 4-yard loss.
4-yard loss down to the 49.
Number 11 from Jourdanton met him in the backfield.
Make it 3. They're going to put it at the 48. But he's a middle linebacker who's just blitzing right up the middle. So, again, if those linebackers are going to take the A-B gap right there on both sides of the center, we're going to have to try some sweeps. We're going to have to try some runs just a little bit outside. Then again, if the linebackers are blitzing and you get past that line of scrimmage, it should be wide open if you can get past the line. Here comes the linebackers again up the middle, and there's a big hole.
Nice hole.
He's going to get out across the 45 down to the 42.
O-line created the hole. Joby went through it, and Mason followed Joby.
So 6-yard gain on second down. Make it 3rd down and 7. And Mason's hurt. I think he got poked in the face.
Yeah, he's telling the umpire.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's saying that guy scratched me or pulled me in my face or something because it was his face. I don't know if they got him in the eye but he's not happy right now.
He's telling everyone in the black and white stripes what happened.
So 3rd down and 7. I don't think that was in a injury timeout. I think that was a actual timeout that the Hondo Owls took so that they could get him off the field. So let's see. Well, they're making him come out. So
yeah,
he got poked in the eye or the face or something.
He's talking to the trainer saying, "Yeah, poked me in the eye."
Yep. 3rd down and 7. Colton Alvarez is going to come back in. Ball's at the 42.
All right, Hondo's looking at the sideline for a play.
2 receivers to each side. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Get set, guys. Thank you.
Joby's in the back.
And empty backfield. And he's going to throw it over the middle. It's going to be caught at
12,
the 37.
Graff.
That's the 3rd catch by Graff. It's going to be just short of a first down.
Way to hold on the ball. He was met by 2 Indians as soon as he caught that ball.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 2. So the ball's at the 37. We've got to get to the 35. Weimers and Garza are coming in, our 2 tight ends.
Barr's back in.
And Barr and Alvarez at quarterback. Barr's on his left side. And he's going to follow him up the middle.
Alvarez follows.
He's going to get I thought he got to the 35.
It's close. It's close. He's got his foot right on the line. Jourdanton's signaling no.
Well, Jourdanton can signal whatever they want, but
Hondo signaling yes. What are the refs going to say?
It wasn't the greatest spot. He's standing on the 35, but he didn't put the ball on the 35. He put it just short of the 35. So I don't know. If it has to touch the white line, he gets it, but I don't know if it has to touch it or if it has to get to the other side of it. Based on where this chain is, I think he's short.
They're going to measure.
it wasn't a very good mark for where he was standing.
Yeah, Alvarez put his back into it and was met
Well,
by
he
3
he
Indians.
started running sideways instead of running up the field, and I think he thought he was going to get it pretty easy. I wish he would have gotten the ball out there a little bit, but I think he's going to be short.
I think the nose. I think the nose cleared it.
Or nope, there've been no signal.
Nope, didn't get it.
Now they're saying Hondo didn't get it.
That was almost index card worthy.
Yeah, it was that close. So
Man,
it's been a rough first quarter.
That was a centimeter, less than a
First half.
centimeter.
Yeah. So 20-0. Defense comes back out on the field.
Well, that's taking the air out of our offense.
It
It's
really
taking the
has.
air out of the
You know,
stadium.
the funny thing is, he put his foot on the white line.
Yeah.
But he didn't put the ball on the white line. So, but honestly, I didn't think he was even that close. I thought it was short. So,
okay. Indians back on offense.
And their offense has only scored, one real drive. A couple of them we've done ourselves. So let's see if we can stop them. 20-0. 6:31 remaining here in the first half, and they're going to run it up the middle.
Met in the backfield.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage is number 3.
42.
Or 14. I don't know who kept it. They kind of ran in a
42 and 21 in on that tackle.
Yeah.
I think that's Colton Weimers, right?
Yeah, 42 is Colton Weimers. So 2nd down and 10, no gain. Clock's running inside 6:15. 20-0 is our score. Like I said, Owls come out kind of flat, and 2 big turnovers already. Fumbles both times, and one was returned for a touchdown, and one led to a touchdown drive. It's really put a damper on the first half of this game.
Now turnover on downs.
So now we need to get a stop. So on 2nd down and 10, they hand it off to number 3. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage again.
Yep.
Maybe gets to the 39. That's going to be 3rd down and 9.
33 in on that tackle.
2 timeouts remaining for the Owls, 1 for Jourdanton inside 5.5 minutes. We also have a 2-minute timeout that will be stopped at. So we got time still to get a score here. 3rd down and 9. This would be a big stop. Looking for the quick wide receiver screen, and they're going to get it and get the first down. Nobody there to stop him. And they throw it out to number 5, and he does the rest. He's a big, tall receiver, and we've got to get up on those receivers. They're just, unfortunately, we're just playing too soft on the corners, and on those quick wide receiver screens, they are up on top of us, and we're 8 to 10 yards off. It's such an easy pitch and catch first down. We've got to make it tougher on them. So 1st and 10, they get another set of downs. It's going to use a little bit more time. 5:19 remaining. Shotgun formation with 3 receivers to the right side. And they're going to hand it off to number 3 to that side. He's going to find some room. He's going to get almost to the first down. There's a flag back here in the back. Let's see what that is. Might have been a holding.
Got to be holding.
And
he did stumble forward for the first down.
Holding against Jourdanton. So that's going to make it 1st and 20.
Okay.
So we'll push him back.
Take any help we can get.
So from the 45-yard line, their own 45, they'll mark it back to the 35 and make it a 1st and 20. 5:11 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball's over on the right hash. They are moving towards the north end zone. They switch sides at the end of the first quarter. So 1st and 20. 3 receivers to the short side. Shotgun formation. He's got a back on his right side. And he's looking for the quick pass. No, it's a double move. Wide open. Wide open. He dropped it. He dropped it. That's incomplete. Incomplete pass. He did not keep that in control. Again, we fell for the short pass, and they went over the top. He was wide open.
88 was wide open. Barr did hit the quarterback in the leg when he was throwing, but he was still able to get it out there.
It was a good recovery by Cade Alvoid, who was able to get back and swipe down at his arms and knock that ball away. But we have got to stop falling for that. I mean, it's almost like when you play with your grandkid and you go, "Oh, you got something on your shirt," and they look down. Okay, well, eventually you're going to stop looking down, right? So, and quarterback keeper.
Yep.
And he gets maybe 2 yards on 2nd down and 20, make it 3rd down and 18.
And Barr's in on that tackle.
4:40 inside 4.5 minutes now.
Barr and Garza on that tackle.
So Alvarez is going to come in at cornerback here. A little bit more size on number 88. 3rd down and 18. Don't let them get behind you. Play off. Now you could play up tight. Play a little bit off because it's such a 3rd and long. They're not going to get us with the wide receiver screen on this. They're going to look to throw it deep.
Pope turn around.
He did, and he knocked it away.
Just in time. He helped deflect
That was a really good defensive play by number 13.
It hit him right in the numbers, the Indian, but Pope was there to help distract him.
Yeah, he knocked it away. You saw his hand knock that ball out of his hands. So 4th down and a long way. They don't usually punt, so I'm not saying they're not going to, but with a 20-point lead, they may not. It wouldn't surprise me. This coach runs a lot of plays like you would if you were playing Madden in your bedroom. He's like, no, I'm never going to punt. So we'll see what happens.
He loved when you said that last year.
Yeah, I know. He really was happy with it. They do punt it, and they punt it away from Mason.
Good Jourdanton bounce.
Yeah, we didn't get that bounce, and it rolls down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line with 4 minutes remaining. And they blow it dead, and that's where the Owls will start, down 20-0.
3:59 left in the second quarter.
It'd be really nice to take this down, use the whole 4 minutes, get a score on the board, and remember we've got the ball first in the third quarter, Rob. So we're not out of this game, but we've got to get something going.
Some momentum.
Yeah, we need something positive.
With momentum.
Right now, they're taking away the inside runs. They are blitzing their linebackers, and until we show that we can beat that, and I would love to see them fake the handoff and go to a tight end. But right now, we don't even have a tight end in the game, so we'll go with 2 receivers to the left and 2 receivers to the right. We've got Mason, and we've got Colton Alvarez back at quarterback. And the ball goes through his hands, and
still rolling.
I don't know if he got it or not.
It looks like bar gun on it.
No, we did fall back on it. It looked like it went right through his hands. It didn't look. Yeah. I don't know if it was snap when he was ready for it.
He was not ready for it. I was watching in the binoculars. Colton was not ready for that snap. I wouldn't say that was on Colton. I think just got snapped, and he tried to catch it, and luckily Barr fell on it at the 1-yard line.
So 2nd down and a long way. We lost 13 yards on that play, and now we're in danger of a safety. And looking to throw it on 2nd down. He does get rid of it. He underthrows his receiver. So make it 3rd down and a mile. We've got the ball again at the 2-yard line, maybe the 1. I'm trying to see where they're placing it.
It's about the 1-yard line, John. He was looking for Cade Avoid on that one out about the 20-yard line.
It might be just touching the 2. So 3rd down and a long way. We got to get it to the 24, and things don't get much grimmer than they've been in this first half.
We do have big game coverage out here from KSAT 12.
Yeah, well. I wish they weren't here. Wish they weren't seeing this. This is not the team that we've seen all year.
No.
So 3 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. We are 3rd and a mile. Would love to get out of the shadow of our own end zone and not have any bad plays here. And looking to throw it, and he does find 42. Weimers, who gets it out across the 5, the 10, run. The 15. All right, get us out of the shadow of our own goal line. And I think that's going to move it up to about the 19-yard line. Still going to probably have to punt, but at least we're not where we were.
We're not punting under the goalpost.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one. That was a good job by Colton Alvarez. He had some pressure up the middle. He was able to get it out to the tight end, and he's able to get us out of that shadow of our own end zone. And we've got 4th down and about 7.
We just need to get out of this quarter and go regroup at halftime.
Yeah, we really do. So 4th down and 7, and getting ready to punt. And see if we get a decent bounce this
Lands
time.
Right on the H, bounces back to the 37?
30, yeah, we'll put it at the 38. So 1st and 10 for Jourdanton from the 38, a good punt, no return. And Jourdanton will get the ball back with 3 minutes to go. The Owls still have 2 timeouts. If we could go 3 and out, if we could stop Jourdanton, maybe we get the ball back. But, boy, everything's just looking just discombobulated, I think is the best word I can think of.
Nothing has gone Hondo's way yet, except for, our first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the best play we've had. And since then, it's kind of been all downhill. But folks, just remember, we got a lot of ball game left, and this is not the end of the season. It's just their number 1 goal was try to win district, and it's still in their grasp. We're just gonna have to play a perfect second half. Let's get a stop here though. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. He's got it back on each side, and he fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle. He finds a hole, finds some room. He gets tackled at about midfield, flies through the air, gets a couple more yards. That's going to be a gain of about 14, so make it a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of the Owls.
Pope in on the tackle there.
Good thing he did, because if he wouldn't, it would have gone all the way.
Yeah, he had momentum behind him. Little delayed run there by the quarterback.
So 1st and 10 for Jourdanton. Clock running now inside 2.5 minutes. Going to have to make a stop if we're going to use our timeouts effectively.
Got 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 in the back.
Yep. And he's going to hand it
Number
off to
3.
number 3, and he's going to get some positive yards. He bounces off of a couple
2
guys,
tackles.
breaks another tackle, and he's going to go out at the 28-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by Kyron Rodriguez.
Boy, I'm flabbergasted by everything the Owls are doing. It's completely, it's like we're in deja vu land. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Missing tackles, nobody's wrapping up. Just not characteristic of the team that we've seen all year.
2:17 left. We still got the 2-minute warning coming up. They've got the ball on, the 18-yard line?
And
I'm sorry, the 28-yard line.
20-0 is our score right now. Jourdanton has not done this to anybody else. And they fake the handoff, hand it to number 14. He's going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage.
That'll take us to the 2-minute warning, most likely. Unless they try to squeeze off.
They'll give us 1 yard, and yes, that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. So at the 2-minute timeout, here comes the defense to come talk to the coaches. Wow, Rob, this is not what we were looking for.
No, we thought we'd at least be going into halftime with a couple scores by the Hondo Owls. Not seeing us. We weren't expecting to be blanked in the first half. 20-0 is your score. Again, we started off with a strong opening run, and since then, turnovers have seemed to plague us. We've had two fumbles that have been recovered by Jourdanton. One was a scoop and score. We've had a turnover on downs. We've had a few penalties not go our way. It's just been a tough start, and we haven't had any explosive plays except for that first one.
Yep.
So, but we've got halftime coming up. Coach Templin's going to get in there, get them motivated.
Tell you what,
remind them what's at stake.
There's been a lot of times where I wish I could be in there at halftime and hear what he's saying. This is not one of those times. I would not want to be in there to hear what Coach has to say. This is one of those times where I'd be like, ooh, if I could get out of there, I would. So 2nd down and 9, we need to find a stop here. We don't want this to become embarrassing. This team needs to play with some heart, play a little bit harder like we've seen them play all year. 2nd down and 9. And quarterback keeper, and he's going to run up the middle inside the 25, maybe down to the 23.
A.J. Knight with the tackle.
And he just has to pinch down a little bit harder. And I know it's hard to do at outside linebacker to pinch, but when you see that guard and that tackle blocked down, that's your key. That's what you got to be reading right there. 3rd down and 4. Clock's inside 1 minute and 35 seconds.
3rd down.
It's 4-down territory, and it always is for Coach PlayStation over there on the other side. And he's looking to throw it, and he's going to throw it over the top of number 5, and it's going to be knocked away.
Good defense.
That was good defense by Colton Alvarez. So that's going to be 4th down and 4.
Again, this is senior night, so the seniors want to go out of here with the dub. And
it's been a long time since we've been shut out in the first half at home. Yeah. I don't even know how long. I'll have to double check with Jeff on that one and see if he's got that in his book. So 20-0 is our score right now. 4th and 4. This would be a big play. We've got 2 timeouts left, and we can somehow make a stop here.
8 seconds on the play clock.
A little surprised if they don't use his timeout. And he's got one. Why not use it? Yeah, he goes ahead and use it. So 1:16 remaining. Jourdanton uses their final timeout. If the defense can get a stop here, I know it seems like we keep asking for something here, but let's get a stop.
Get the ball.
Let's get the ball. And let's see if we can make something happen. Any points put on that board would just give us a little bit more momentum, even just a good drive.
Yeah, get some momentum.
Even if we don't get points, just a good drive.
Because we get the ball in the second half.
We are going to start with the ball. They are not going to kick it to us. We already know that. They're going to do a squib kick. And you know what? Kudos to Jourdanton for what they came in. Their defensive plan is we are not going to get beat on the run. We are not going to let Mason Barr beat us, and he's definitely our one of our best players. We may have to find a way to throw the ball to Mason. Mason's a great receiver too. I like their defensive mindset. They're like, we are going to bring the house, and that's what they're doing. They are bringing their linebackers, and again, they only play defense, so they can't wait.
Nope.
I know when
They're hungry.
when I was on defense, if coach called a blitz, I loved it.
Let's go.
All right, I get this blitz. So how happy do you think the defense is over on Jourdanton that every single play they get told
Go get 'em.
blitz, blitz,
Go get 'em.
blitz, just run at the up the middle.
Yeah.
And so until we stop it, why would you not keep doing it? You know, and so far it's rattled our quarterback a little bit. There's been a couple fumbles. It's thrown everything out of whack. And so until we find a way to stop what they're doing, why do you not keep doing it?
All right, big fourth down here.
Fourth down here, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's definitely looking to throw.
Barr was on him.
It's going to be incomplete.
Barr was in his face.
Good pressure by Mason Barr. Incomplete pass, so 1:13 remaining. The Hondo offense will come back on the field. 20-0 is our score with 1:13. That is plenty of time. We need to make something positive happen.
Yep. Ball security for this last minute, please. And let's see if we can get this thing going in the right direction.
Let's see what kind of defense they come out with, knowing that we're probably going to have to throw the ball. If they decide to blitz again, if they leave the middle of that field open, then look for maybe Anthony Garza up the seam.
If it ain't broke, we got 3 to the right.
3 receivers to the right. Mason Barr in the backfield next to Colton.
Yeah, they're bringing it.
And here they come and looking to throw it.
He had 65 in his face.
Nice
And
catch.
Cade with
nice catch by Cade down at the 45-yard line.
Amazing throw. 65 was in his face. I don't know how he got it over his hands.
Clock's at 1:06. The clock is going to stop until the chains get set. It should have stopped until the chains get set. They're not even down there yet. 1st and 10 at the Indians 45. Looking to throw it up the middle. He's got the tight end. He overthrows him. He was looking for the tight end up the seam, Anthony Garza.
That's what you were asking for, Jonathan.
Yeah. I don't know if I liked it on that play. They were all sitting back. There wasn't a lot of blitz. What I did like was Mason Barr coming out of the backfield and running a wheel route, and I think that's where you want to try to get the ball to. So 2nd down and 10. We've got the ball at the Indian 45 after the big catch by number 7, Cade Alvoid on the deep throw from the 22-yard line.
54 seconds left.
We got plenty of time. We still have 2 timeouts remaining. So on 2nd down and 10, 2 receivers to each side. Mason goes in motion to the left. Empty backfield. They're showing a blitz. Going to have to get rid of the ball. He does, and he overthrows, and that's an interception. So that is the 3rd turnover, and it's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he overthrew. We got a little extra activity going on now. Yeah, overthrew it right into the Indians' hands.
So interception. Ball is going to go back to the Indians with 44 seconds, just a little bit high on the throw.
Well, yeah, we definitely need halftime. We've got to regroup, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's 3 turnovers in the first half. Unfortunately,
plus a turnover and downs.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all, and that's the. As a former quarterback, I can tell you that when things are going good, you get the praise, and when things are going bad, it seems like all fingers point at you sometimes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, right now, those 3 turnovers have been costly, and Colton's been a part of them. But Colton is more than capable of coming out in the second half and lighting fire out here. So let's see if we can get a stop here. 33 seconds. They're going to take a knee, and I would let that clock run out. Yeah. And let's just get inside. Know that we got the ball first in the second half.
Indians, they came to play. They studied the film. They've even they've
it's
shown
just
flexibility,
like it's
right?
kind of like Crystal City's game last week. Crystal City felt like they could beat us, but remember, if you look at the last few years, they never have, right?
Yeah.
Well, this Hondo team has not beaten Jourdanton in a long time. I don't know when the last time we beat Jourdanton was, but the last 3 or 4 years we've played them, they've beaten us, and they've beaten us pretty handily. We've got to find a way to get it out of our head that we can't beat Jourdanton. And right now, they are in our head.
I think it's 2014 is the last time we beat them.
So 2014. So how many have they won in a row? 4?
we stopped playing them after 2015. So 24, 23, 22, then 15, then 14. So yeah.
So yeah, we've lost 4 times in a row. The last 3 years, these seniors haven't been able to beat this team, and they want to beat them bad. Unfortunately, right now the penalties. It really hasn't been, it
Turnovers.
hasn't been penalties. It's been turnovers. Yeah,
Turnovers has been the name of
turnovers
this
have
game.
really hurt us. And there's been 3 of them in the first half. Jourdanton has had 0. They
Plus a
fumbled. They
turnover and
fumbled
bounce.
twice. They fumbled twice.
Okay.
Both times it bounced back into their breadbasket. And right now, it's the penalties that are hurting. I mean, the turnovers that are hurting us. And 20-0 is the score, and that's what it shows. So we're gonna have to find a way to get a stop there. We'll also show you some other scores. Now I know we've got the hamburger run about to happen.
Got the burger run. Looks like August Schilling is on the field down there with Rosemary Modis. Going to be chasing the burger, who's stationed at the 30-yard line right now.
Now, is he going to tag Rosemary in to run for him?
I don't think so.
Okay,
But
I just wondered.
let's see. Abby Wilson told me Meyer Elementary, his brother, I'm sorry, August is from Meyer Elementary, but his brother has already won this year, and his cousin.
Now, I see
also.
2 burgers. Which one is he chasing?
That's a great question. This is a new development for me.
Yeah, we've got a burger at the 20. We got a burger at the
That's
30.
a sideways burger.
That burger is a little. I don't know which one he's going for. Oh, is he got to catch both burgers?
He does have his Superman costume on, doesn't he? Or Captain America.
Or maybe he's Flash because he's going, man. He's at the 50.
Oh, those are Hondo Police Department. Yeah, the SROs.
That's so weird
He's chasing
watching
both SROs.
Yeah, usually they're chasing people. So
looks like he caught him about the 15-yard line. So good job to August Schilling. Thank you for the burger run sponsored by our. Chartwell's is the cafeteria sponsor. So thank you, Chartwell's, for
awesome.
that. Yeah.
So he catches him down at the 15. That's a nice 85-yard scamper. Now I know why Rosemary wasn't running for him. Okay. 85 yards? Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Nope, not going to happen. So Jourdanton's band is getting ready to come out. We are going to
let me talk about the band real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please do, because we've got. I know that's something going on tomorrow.
Tomorrow's big day for 3A bands. They'll be going down to Beeville. The mob will be going along with 25 other bands in the area, Area E. They'll be heading to Beeville for the area marching contest. So it's going to be at Veterans Stadium in Beeville. It's the prelims start at 9:15 with Luling. And our Hondo Mob march is the last one to march in the morning series at 12:30. That's 12:30 down in Beeville. They'll break for lunch, and then the rest of the 3A bands will play up until 5 o'clock. And then they will announce, I believe, around 6 o'clock, how many of the top 10 bands from the prelim that will go to the finals. So the goal is for them to march at 12:30, make a strong enough performance to qualify for the finals. The finals will begin at 7:30 p.m. I believe if Hondo does make it, they march at 9:45 p.m. again. And then they'll find out around 10:15 tomorrow night. The top 5 bands will then advance to state, which would be November 12th in the Alamo Dome.
So Hondo's band is traveling to Beeville. They are going to perform at 12:30.
Yep.
Which means they are leaving here at dark 30.
Yeah, they got call time at 6:45, but then they are getting on charter buses and they are leaving at 8 a.m. And we are asking that the community come out and support them. They're going to leave the high school, go down 27th Street to Avenue M, take Avenue M past the square, get on Highway 90, and then head to Beeville. So come out, line the streets, show them your love, and support them as they've been working since July for this show, and this is their goal, is to get to state.
All right, sounds good, and it sounds like it's going to be a long, long day in Beeville because the Hondo Owl Band, the Mighty Owl Band, is a very, very good band, and if you expect to see them in the finals, that means you got to stick around until about 10:30.
Yeah.
So pack a lunch is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and a dinner.
Yeah, and maybe a snack too.
If you are traveling, I have heard that they're going to be closing 173 down near Devine around 9:15 tomorrow morning, so leave before then or take an alternate route.
Oh, that's very interesting. Going to close 173. I wonder if it's because they're working on that highway.
Not sure.
That highway is pretty bumpy. I take that road on Sundays to go to church, and I got to tell you, I'm driving with 2 hands on the wheel because those 18-wheelers have made a mess of that road.
Yep.
And so good to know. So if you are planning on going, you might want to find another way. I'm thinking you might want to go to
Might have to take Yancey.
Yeah, I was going to say go through
Bigfoot.
Yancey. That might
Yeah.
be the way to go. Hey, that was a big score that just got shown to me. So very interesting right now.
Apologize.
Lytle is leading Crystal City 22-0 in the second quarter.
What?
Which could really throw a whole wrench
What?
into this whole. So I'm not exactly sure the tiebreakers. What could end up happening is Hondo, first of all, needs to make sure they at least make this a closer game. If we get hammered, it's not going to matter. But if this is a close loss, it could change things. I'm not sure exactly how in a three-way tie, but it could definitely change things.
All right, we've got the Jourdanton band taking the field here. So
Yeah,
we'll take a break, play
break.
some commercials.
I got James up here. He'll put the commercials on.
I'm
We'll
gonna
come back with some more scores.
think
I'll see if I can find out what exactly would happen if things stayed exactly how they are.
Yeah.
And we'll come back after this. Owl football, second half action. We're going to come back, and we're going to get a comeback in the second half. Right now, 20-0 is your score.
With flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. delicious meals, and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game, because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls, and proud to serve the propane and fuel needs of our great customers in Hondo, Medina, Uvalde, Sabinal, and the surrounding areas. From fuel and propane tank installations on customer sites to commercial and residential farm and ranch deliveries, call on C&W Fuels to keep you going. Schedule your next propane or fuel delivery by calling C&W Fuels at 830-426-4301.
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Stay up to date each week with the award-winning Hondo Anvil Herald, Medina County's newspaper since 1886. It's the only news source you need in order to keep up with the happenings all around the county. Get news from the cities, the county, the school districts, local clubs, police, and sheriff's departments. Plus, the most thorough coverage of Hondo Owl and area sports anywhere. Pick up a copy each Thursday or get a subscription for just $44 a year. The Hondo Anvil Herald says, "Go Blue."
Craving comfort food with flair or a cool froyo treat? Head to Z's Kitchen and Froyo in Hondo. Family-owned, fast casual, and full of flavor. Indulge in wings, loaded nachos, birria ramen, or sip on boba tea under the Texas sun. Delicious meals and sweet treats under one roof. Z's Kitchen and Froyo, 1705 19th Street. Visit today. At Medina Healthcare System, we know life doesn't pause for injuries or illness. That's why our medical clinic of Hondo is open 7 days a week, keeping quality care close to home. From routine checkups to specialized services, our dedicated team is here to keep you healthy and get you back in the game. Because your health matters, and so does being there to cheer on the Hondo Owls. Call 830-426-7444 or visit medinahealthcare.net today.
The Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency proudly backs Hondo Athletics. Since 2023, Cameron and his dedicated team have offered insurance and financial services to the Hondo community. They extend their gratitude to the hardworking players and coaches for their tremendous efforts. Unite with Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency as good neighbors and rally passionately behind the mighty Hondo Owls. Get your quote from the Cameron Garcia State Farm Agency online at hondoinsurance.com.
C&W Fuels is a proud supporter of the Hondo High School Owls and Lady Owls.
Just tell me when you're ready. And we're back to Berry Field. Second half action getting ready to start. It is 20-0, Jourdanton leading over Hondo. We're going to get you some other scores, some area action. We've got a surprise score that you're going to be a little shocked by because I know we were too. Remember, Hondo right now, 3-0 in district. They are leading district solo, but there are a couple teams right on their tails, Jourdanton being one of them. So if things stayed the same as they are right now, Jourdanton and Hondo would be tied for district lead with Crystal City. However, Crystal City has to play a game tonight too, and they are playing the Lytle Pirates. And do you have a score update for me, Rob?
Just finished the second quarter, and Lytle is leading 22-0.
So that's in Lytle. Crystal City is still licking their wounds from the Hondo Owl loss last week, and they're coming out about as flat as we are.
Yeah.
22-0 is a score up in Lytle, but there's still a half of football to go. But that would be big. The Owls could keep that lead over Crystal City if they were to lose tonight, but that's not what we're shooting for. We need to get the victory. We want to win district, and to win district, we've got to win this game. The good news is the Owls get the ball first. The bad news is they're probably not going to kick it to our two playmakers, Leighton Pope and Mason Barr, because they haven't done it the entire game. They're doing a little pooch kick. They are not going to put it in their hands, and I don't blame them. So far, so good. They're keeping it out of their hands the whole game, and that's been a downfall for us, including our turnovers. 3 turnovers in the first half, and some of those have led to points. 20-0 is our score. I didn't get to talk to Jeff to find out when the last time the Owls got shut out at home for the first half, but I'm expecting a very different second half, Rob.
Yep. I believe Coach Templin will have giving everyone an earful, and come back with a little fire under their feet. A couple more scores while I've got the mic. Uvalde is up on Pleasanton 18-14. Carrizo Springs is up on Pearsall 20-0. Poteet and Cole are tied up at 14.
So we're about to start the third quarter. 20-0 is our score. Owls with the ball to start.
What adjustments would you be making if you were Coach Templin to get this ball moving in the right direction, John?
Well, first of all, ball security. We've got to take care of the ball. We don't have enough time to overcome more mistakes. So we're going to have to play a really flawless second half. It's only 20 points. I know that seems like a lot, but this team has put up 40 points majority of the season. And so let's just play football like we know how to play. I don't know if they came out a little bit nervous, knowing that this was their last football game on Berry Field for the seniors. I'm not sure what it was.
Halloween.
They definitely came out flat. I don't think they really care about Halloween necessarily, but I'd like to see Tapia in the backfield. He never one time lined up as a fullback. He's been a huge part of our offense as a lead blocker. I haven't seen him in there. Even if he's blocking for Mason, I know Jovi just came back, and it's not that I don't want to see Pimentel in there. 24 has been a big part of the game, and I'd like to see him get a little bit more involvement on the offense. And the defense has got to have to pinch down and stop these runs. When Jourdanton gets the ball, they can't have the ball for a majority of the third quarter or the fourth quarter. We've got to get 3 and outs. We got to be short on defense, get them off the field, and we got to get some points on the board.
They kicked it.
Not quite as
Cade
deep as we
Alvoyt's
wanted
got
to. So Cade gets out across the 30 to 35 to the 37.
Good extra effort there. Looked like he was going to hand it off to Mason.
I wasn't sure what he was doing there for a second.
But he kind of got behind Mason. Mason acted as blocker for him.
So we're going to take the ball over at the 37-yard line. That was a nice return by number 7, Cade Alvoyt. And the Owls will start at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, 11:51 remaining in the third quarter. Let's make this drive count. Let's get some points on the board and put a little bit of nervousness into the Indians. Right now, they're getting to play with their ears pinned back, and we don't want that. So
looks like they're calling them in. They're talking to both sides right now.
Well, they probably told him y'all played a little bit chippy and a little bit edgy, getting pushing and shoving up to the last second.
Right, we got some handshaking going on. All right.
So probably telling them we're going to call that if you guys do it again. So here we go. 1st and 10, and Colton is going to take the ball and hand it off to Mason, and Mason's going to go up the middle, up to the 42-yard line. Nice hard run.
Good 5 yards.
Solid 5 yards on 1st down, so 2nd down and 5. They're going to actually put it back to the 41, so we'll give them 4 yards. So on 2nd down and 6, they'll come out with 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Alvarez in back, Weimer's in the slot, and they hand it off again to Mason. He's going to cut outside, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, probably lose a yard.
Yep. He had to go backwards before he went forwards.
Yep. And they're going to put it at the 40, so that's going to be a loss of 1.
Pressure still.
Yeah, they're bringing everybody to the line of scrimmage to try to stop the run. So make it 3rd down and 7. Weimer's going to go off. They're going to bring an extra receiver in. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Alvarez takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time. He throws out to the outside. And he finds his receiver.
Good catch.
And that's Pope that gets it across midfield. That's going to be first and
down
10 for the Owls. Going to mark it at the 49 in Indian territory. That is Leighton Pope's first catch.
Good throw by Alvarez.
That was a good, solid throw on 3rd down. So move the chains into Indian territory.
And good job to the O-line. Holding off that defense, giving Alvarez enough time to make that throw.
So on 1st and 10, they're going to have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mason in the backfield, move Weimer's in motion from right to left. They're going to hand it off.
Barr
He's
finds
going
a
to
hole.
find a little hole, puts his head down, and gets down to the 45.
They're definitely keying in on Barr. That was probably just their plan all week long. Follow number 14.
And, I mean, that's a very good game plan. Stop number 14. If you can stop number 14, you're going to have a chance to win a game. So on 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain, And they're
Little
going
high
to
snap.
fake the handoff, going to keep
Alvarez.
it. Alvarez is going to get it out across the 40 down to the 37.
First
That's
down.
the Colton Alvarez we're used to seeing. Nice run on second down and 7, and he's able to get it inside the 40 down to the 37. Now the Owls are cooking.
That was a great fake. I think everyone thought that Barr had it, and Alvarez just had it tucked in nicely and did a couple side steps and positive yardage.
So down at the 37 now, the Owls with the ball. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. He has Mason on his right side, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're going to fake the handoff, looking to throw it, and it was almost picked off.
Intended for number 6, but almost went right into the Indians' hands.
Well, I don't know if number 6 thought the ball was coming to him. That's Alex Garcia, because he didn't continue the route. It was a double slant by the 2 receivers, and that second receiver, the outside receiver, just stopped running the slant. He kind of stopped. I don't know if he was thinking it was going to be a run or what, but I don't think he ever saw the pass. So
very fortunate not to be an interception.
Yeah, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the short side here on the left. And they fake the handoff, looking to throw it again. He's going to throw it deep into the corner.
Cade Alvoit. Oh, off his fingertips.
And Cade almost makes the catch in the corner of the end zone. I think he thought the ball was going to be knocked away, and it kind of surprised him that it hit him in the hands.
He was in the end zone.
Yeah, that would have been a nice quick 6. We needed it. So 3rd down and 10 now. The ball at the 37-yard line. After 2 incompletions here, now we're going to have to find a way to get 10 yards. We've got 2 plays to do it. We're definitely in 4-down territory. When you're down 20-0, you're going to and you're on the right side of the 50, you got to do everything you can to find a way to get some points. So on 3rd and 10, and they fake the handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He finds a nice big hole up the middle, keeps his feet going, gets it down to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Found the hole.
And looks like there's a player down for the Indians, so that'll give Hondo a timeout. And that'll be 4th, and let's see, where do we need to get the ball to? I think the 27. So I think it's going to be 4th and 4. The ball's at the 31. Going to have to get it down to the 27. So 4th and 4 when we come back. We want to thank our sponsors again, Hondo Ever Herald, Medina Healthcare Systems, Hermanson Steakhouse, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm, and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, Medina Electric Co-op. Thank you guys so much for all that you do for Hondo Athletics. And their player who is injured is hobbling off right now. Might be a slight twist of an ankle. And as he walks off the field, the Hondo Owl offense will walk back out on. So 4th and 4. We've got the ball at the 31. This is a big play. We've still got a lot of time, but every time we don't have a drive that's successful for points, we're running out of time. We're in the 3rd quarter now. 9:02 remaining on the clock, and it's 4th and 4. Empty backfield for Colton Alvarez. He sends Mason in motion, fakes the handoff.
Pressure
it's a
is
lot
coming.
Of pressure. Gets it out to the tight end. He's going to get the catch down to the 25, to the 20, inside the 20, down to the 16.
That's the pass you've been asking for all night.
Yeah, I've been hoping they'd use a little bit more tight end, and they find Weimers. It was a really good job of getting rid of the ball by Alvarez. It was a low throw. He had to catch it around his ankles, but he pulled it in, ran for the first down inside the 20, down to the 18.
Very athletic move. He got around that corner and just leaned into it.
So Owls on their first drive inside the blue zone. A nice big hole for Alvarez up the middle. He's going to get inside the 15, down to close to the 13. Let's see where they mark it. I think he got down to the 13, and the ball was at the 18, so that should be a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, giving him 4 maybe.
Let's give him 5. So 2nd down and 5 on the quarterback keeper. So ball's at the 13.
No one in the backfield.
They bring Mason in motion again, and there's the sweep. He's going to find a cut.
Nice.
Gets it inside the 10, down inside the 5, down to the 4.
He laid the wood to number 18. Good run by Barr.
That's going to be a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Mason's going to be hobbling off a little bit. I think he might have tweaked an ankle.
Yeah, he's kneeling down.
And actually, he's on the ground, so.
Don't want to see that.
So as they tend to Mason, we will get ready to come back. 7:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We've got a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. He took a pretty good hit. I don't know who took the worst end of it, but I think they might have landed on the backside of his leg.
So he made a couple of juke moves, and then he lowered his left shoulder and laid it into 18. And then, of course, Barr came up hobbling. Number 18 jumped back up, pumped up too.
It could be cramps. We're not going to speculate. We'll let him get off. If there's anybody that's going to come back from a slight injury or a twist or an ankle sprain, I'm telling you, it's Mason. He's
played with the sprain ankle.
He's played years for the Owls with sprained ankles. So hopefully he'll shake that off and get back out there. So first down and goal from the 4. They've brought Joey Pimentel in the backfield now. Colton Alvarez right there next to him. He's going to follow him up the middle. I think he's in the end zone.
It looks like it.
He is. That's a touchdown for the Owls.
Yep, we got
Alvarez
the
with the 4-yard run.
That's a good start to the second half.
Yeah, it is.
Really good job. Came back with confidence. No heads hanging on the ground. Coach gave them the plan. They followed it. They executed. And
that's exactly how we needed to start this third quarter. We needed to take the ball and go down the field and get a touchdown. So 20-6. There's a high five.
Yep.
Let's get the extra point. Make this a 2-score game. 20-6 is your score. Let's get this right here.
Gabriel Rodriguez.
There's a snap, hold, kick, down, up, and good.
Looking good.
Nice deep kick, too, and 20-7 is our score.
7:45
remaining in the third quarter. Now we need the defense to get a stop.
Hopefully we made some defensive adjustments. If you were Coach Templin in halftime, what would you be telling our defense?
Well, with their quarterback out, and I don't think we'll see if he comes back out, but their starting quarterback, but the replacement quarterback, their backup, was a very small quarterback. He's not very big, and the running backs on both sides of them are bigger than he was. They're just going to try to run the ball. And everyone has to stay home. The linebackers have to fill those gaps. It's really important. Right now, the runs to the outside have been very successful for them. They've kind of run off tackle, and those linebackers need to pinch. They need to pinch down. That they're leaving that gap too open. When the tackle collapses and they block down, those outside linebackers are staying home instead of following that tackle in, and so that's leaving a really big gap, and they're really hitting that gap hard, and they've had some big runs. We're going to have to stop those runs and see if we can get the ball back. We need a 3-and-out. We need stop them, no points, but we don't need them using the whole quarter either. We need the ball back 2 more times.
Or a turnover would be good, too.
A turnover would be great. First things first, let's get a stop. So 20-7 is our score. We got our 7 points. We're back on the board. Now let's do it again and again and again, and let's win ourselves a district championship with a big, big comeback.
All right, Gabriel Rodriguez with the kickoff. Indians ready to receive out of the north end zone.
Nice deep kick. It's going to go down all the way to the 9-yard line. And there they go. They push him out of bounds at about the 27.
Yep. All right, let's go, D.
Let's see where they marked. I think they marked it at the 27.
I believe I still see their starting quarterback over there with the sling on.
All right, so I expect to see number 14 most likely out here at quarterback. We'll see if they run some wildcats. So number 14 at quarterback.
He's usually flanked on each side. What they've been showing.
He's their senior running back, so they just run a wildcat with him. He has thrown a couple wide receiver screens. So shotgun formation with the back on each side of him. 1 receiver to each side, and they're going to hand it off outside to number 21, and not able to bring him down in the backfield. He's still running. He's going to get out across the 38-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 11.
With a power tackle right there. He pretty much body slammed him. Good job by Colton.
So 1st and 10. That gives them the ball at the 38. We've got to find a way to stop that run. That outside run has been what's been killing us so much in this first half. So 1st and 10, and there's the handoff to number 3 up the middle, and that time they stop him.
Yeah, he's been
and until we hear a whistle, there's the whistle.
33 and 24.
That's the 2 linebackers. That's Garza and
Tapia.
Excuse me. Anthony Garza and Andrew Tapia with the tackle there. 2nd down and 10.
See Joby in there. think Colton's a little amped up, ready to get another tackle.
So 2nd down and 10, same formation, one back on each side. And this time they're going to run out this direction and push him out, push him out. There we go. Good tackle there.
Tapia chased him all the way to the sideline.
And that ball's going to get marked at the 44. Again, those wide runs.
Still positive yardage.
We're not able to stop those wide runs. They got 5, almost 6 yards on that carry. We got to be able to stop the outside runs. Doing a good job of stopping everything between the tackles. It's the outside the tackle. And right now with the 3 receivers all the way to the left side, don't be surprised if they run that direction or throw a wide receiver screen. There's nobody up. That wide receiver screen is wide open on that side. And they do quarterback keeper. And a good job, good tackle
25.
there by Mason Martinez.
I'm sorry, 52. Sorry, 52.
He's able to stop him for a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Don't think they're going to be punting, though.
No,
ball's at the 47. They need a full yard. We haven't stopped the run. Why would they punt it? Even with a 13-point lead, this coach is not going to it don't matter if they're up by 40 or if they're down by 10. He's always going
for it.
So let's see if we can get our linebackers in there. And
timeout.
Who called it? Jourdanton. So that's the first timeout of the second half for Jourdanton. 3 timeouts remaining for Hondo, 2 for Jourdanton. 20-7 is our new score. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. Good start here to the second half.
All right, we'll take this chance to, how about a question for QB1?
Question for QB1. Let's bring it. I'm
ready. Kind of like our Aflac, but this is going to be our owl question. So, Jonathan, which year did Hondo go the deepest in the playoffs?
Ooh. What year did Hondo go the deepest in the playoffs? I know there was a team in the 70s that made it to the state either quarter or semis.
Okay.
And if I had to guess, I actually had an uncle that played on that team, and he's going to be mad that I don't know this. But I'm going to go with the team in 1978.
Okay.
I think that's going to be my final. I think I'm within a year or two. Maybe it's 76 or 77, but I think I'm going to go 78. Right. That's going to be my final answer.
Okay.
All right. What is the answer?
Well, that one didn't come up in my research. My research showed 1997.
Really?
Yes. We got.
I was at that game. I can't believe I missed that one.
We got to the quarterfinals. Do you know?
I thought we made it in this. I thought in the 70s we made it.
We beat Divine in Bi-District. Then we beat Llano.
Okay, hold on. We got to have this play. 4th and 1. This is a big play. They're trying to draw us off sides.
They're going for it. Oh!
He almost got him in the back. There's a flag. There's a flag down.
16 with the tackle. Our linebacker was coming around, but he got blown up.
It's going to come back. They have holding on the offense. So bring it back. That's going to be from 4th and 1. It's going to make it 4th and 11.
We'll take all the help we can get.
Offense. Thank you very much. So on 4th and 1, make it 4th and 11 instead of 4th and 1. And now let's see if he decides to go for it.
Maybe punt.
Yeah, you never know.
Don't think he wants to give Hondo good field position.
You never know. I'm telling you, I've watched Jourdanton's offense the last couple of years. It's been very potent, and you think, this is a definite punting situation, and sometimes he just doesn't do it. So it seems like it definitely has to be, but I'm just telling you.
He's definitely not flanked this time, so
and he does decide to punt, and there's nobody back.
Yeah.
We finally got a good bounce that time for us. So the Owls get to stop, and we'll take over at the 28-yard line. 20-7 is our new score, and the Owls back on offense. We're a touchdown away to making this a one-score game, Rob.
Well, I was hoping to see Pope back there to get the kick return, but we didn't have anyone back there. So.
Well, I think we just wanted to make sure that they kicked the ball. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I remember when we played Jourdanton in that big loss a couple years ago, and every time, it didn't matter if it was 4th down and 20 from their own 20, he went for it every single time. And I'm telling you, it was like watching myself play Madden in the basement when I was a kid, because he went for it every single time, and it was a long, long game. So I'm glad we got a forced punt there.
All right, ball's on the, 28?
We got the ball at the 28, shotgun formation. We got Caden Alvarez at quarterback. He's got Mason on his left, 3 receivers to the right. He's looking to throw it, and he does throw it up in the air.
Oh,
Just out off the hands of his
33.
tight end. He was looking for Anthony Garza.
he had good coverage.
Yeah, he had him by maybe half a step, but that half a step closed quickly. And so make it 2nd down and 10 from the 28. You know, I like him going deep. He's not – here's the thing. If Anthony Garza is lining up as your receiver, he's got a cornerback on him. If you want him to run from the tight end spot, then he's going to have a linebacker on him. So I don't know if I liked him in that particular case. They haven't gone deep to Pope yet, and Pope's one of our speedier receivers.
Graff with the catch.
And that's going to be all the way up to the 38.
Close.
I think
Close.
that's going to move
They're
the
moving
chains.
the chains.
Gain
like
of
it.
10.
Good job. I think that's his, 4th catch tonight.
I think it is too.
That's our freshman. Good job, Nolan Graff. The son of Principal Tim Graff.
So 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line after the completion. Puts Mason on his right side, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now moves Mason back over to his left side and fakes the handoff to Mason. It's going to be quarterback keeper. Hold on to that ball. Hold on to that ball.
He's got a 1st down.
He's
going
out
after
across
the corner.
midfield, crossed down to the 45-yard line. Nice hard run. It's going to be 17 yards on that run.
He had more like 37 yards with the east-west movement.
He did have to go all the way to the far side of the field, but they'll give him the ball at the 45. That's 17 yards on the play. And a Hondo Owl 1st down. Ball's now in Indian territory down at the 45. Clock's going to be just inside 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Like the momentum.
Shotgun formation again. He's faking the handoff, looking to throw it. And finds his receiver. Nice catch there at the 32-yard line.
Met as soon as he caught it.
That's still all the way down to the 31.
And it's another 1st down.
And I got to tell you, the Indians are getting a little chippy over there, starting to push guys after the whistle.
How about
I feel a momentum shift.
How about our freshman receiving corps?
They're doing really, really well. That's his second. That's Cade's 2nd or 3rd catch. And then you've got 4 of them already by Nolan Graff. So really good job so far. So 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 31. We're approaching the green zone again. 20-7. Good snap, fake, and quarterback keeper, and that's going to be no gain. A lot of pressure in the backfield there.
Loss for a yard.
Maybe a half yard down at the 32. So 2nd down and 11. It wouldn't have been any better if he handed it off to Mason. There were about 3 guys back there.
They continued to bring the pressure.
Yeah, glad that ball didn't end up on the ground. So 2nd down and 11. Ball's at the 31. They run a 4-3, but they're bringing those linebackers hot and heavy.
Bringing them again.
And good blocking there. Looking to throw it over the
Good
middle.
throw,
He's
wide
got a
open.
man.
The bar.
Bar's going to get into the end zone.
That a boy.
I don't see any flags.
That's a beautiful play.
Finds Mason Barr over in the middle. I felt like the center of the field was open with those linebackers coming in. I'm not sure if Mason came out of the backfield to make that move.
He
but
did.
He was wide open down the middle. Gets across the goal line, and we are looking at a 1-score game. Right now it's 20-13 with 2:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Extra point pending, could be a 6-point game.
He lined up on the right side, came out of the backfield, went to the center, wide open. Beautiful pass by Cole.
That was a really good pass. Kick up, and I think he pushed
wide
it.
Right.
He
Wide
pushed
right.
it. Yep.
Okay, 1-score game.
So 20-13 is your new score. We've got a ball game, folks. For those of you who were not tuned in or didn't stay tuned in, you're missing it. Hopefully you are finding your way back to the computer, to the TV, whatever you might need.
Get done trick-or-treating.
If you're not here, go get your candy and get yourself in front of YouTube TV.
Get you a sugar rush.
Yep. Tell all your friends they need to log on because it's 20-13. We got a ball game. We got 2:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Hondo is finally showed up. They just thought the game started at 8:30. That's all. So anyway, we are 20-13, 2:55 remaining 3rd quarter. Hondo's put up 13 points real quick, back-to-back touchdowns, and we've got a ball game. We want to thank our sponsors real quick: Hermanson Steakhouse, Medina Healthcare Systems, Hondo and Herald, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, and Medina Electric Co-op. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to bring you the game. Rob and I are having a great time doing this. It's been a fun season. This is our final home game.
Yeah. It has been fun.
Rob gets to take the rest of the year off.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, he gets to follow his freshman daughter, the flute player. Oh, we could have caught that one if the window was open. So good luck to the band tomorrow morning, right? They're going to be driving out. So if you can make it to Beeville tomorrow, if you got a sugar high going because you eat too much candy, just start driving to Beeville. I think
Who knows? I might follow you to a playoff game.
Oh, that'd be cool if you came with us. So next week we'll be in Poteet, and we'll see what that implications that game has. But it all depends on what happens with this one. We can win district right here and right now. We've got to find a way to get the lead and keep it at the end of the game. 20-13 is your score. Here's the kick. Nice deep kick. It's going to be taken at the 6-yard line. And he takes it out to the left, finds a hole up the middle.
Come on,
makes a man miss. He's got a blocker, and he makes another man miss. Is anybody going to be able to catch him? He's at the 15, at the 10. There are no flags. That's a touchdown. That is their running back, number 3, who took it the whole way, 91 yards. And just like that, Hondo is down 2 scores. It was 20-13, and number 3 went right up the middle of the field. That's the first big kickoff that we've given up all season, 26-13, and that kind of takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails. But we still got 2:49 remaining in the third quarter, and if they want to kick it to us, we can do that too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he found the hole right from the get-go, and no one could catch him.
He went untouched right up the middle.
The kicker had a shot, but he got blocked out of the way.
Yeah, he didn't have a one-on-one. The kicker had a little bit of a chance, but he was being blocked at the same time. All he could do was try to slow him down, and nobody could catch him. So 2:49 remaining in the third quarter. That's a big kickoff return. Looks like they're going for 2. They're up 13 right now. And fakes and he's going to walk in.
He's walked right in.
And so the 2-point conversion is good. Make it 28-13. And just like that, we had cut it down to 7, and it's back up to 15. Ugh. It was another gut punch.
Just when we were starting to get excited again.
Yeah.
Well, all right, our turn.
Yeah, that's all we can do. We can just come back, make a score, and then we got to get another defensive stop. So 28-13, maybe they get a little cocky and they want to kick it deep, and Layton or Mason can do the same thing and we can go back-to-back on kickoff returns.
They kicked it to Alvoit last time, so let's see. Mason.
So that was their running back who's had a really good game. He's actually,
he's done great in the Wildcat.
He's had a lot of good runs on the outside, number 3, and I don't know if he's a senior or not. Let's see. He is a senior running back.
Yep.
I'm not going to even try to say that.
They got a talented group for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They always reload. They've got a lot of players over there. They're one of the bigger schools in 3A.
All right, Pope and Barr are ready. Let's see if they dare kick it to them.
They kicked it a little bit deeper this last time, and I think it was Alvoit who had a nice return. Let's see what they decide to do this time. Got to watch for this little pooch kick.
Yep. Alvoit again.
Alvoit's going to take it at the 26.
He follows
Goes
Pope.
out wide, and he's going to be taken down right there.
Okay. 25, 26-yard line.
So the ball will start at the 26-yard line. Got to go north and south. Those east to west returns don't usually go real well, and that one didn't.
Hit his hands, hit the ground, picked it up, and ran east-west.
Mm-hmm. Got to get up the field, get as much as you can, and then we go from there. So 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 26. Ball's going to be on the right hash. 28-13 is your score. 2:42 remaining in the third quarter. Need to find a way to get another touchdown on the board, and then let's see what happens in the fourth quarter. So shotgun formation with Mason on his left side, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And they're going to hand it to Mason, and he's going to run into a wall of Indians.
Yeah, there's like five Indians on him.
Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe give him 1. They might be giving him 2.
Looks like 2.
Well, if he got 2, he did it all on his own.
1, 2.
Yeah. That looked like a bad cowboy movie. You're coming around a corner, and there's a wall of Indians right there. All right, 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. He's got Mason in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Finds a hole. Good block by Barr.
And he's going to get out across the 38-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. A good run there by Colton Alvarez.
I think Barr's block helped create that first down. You also had Kate Alvoit blocking out here on the wide side.
No, I agree. It was a good job. Gain of 10 up to the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Owls. Clock inside 2 minutes here in the third quarter. We are down 15, and we've got to find a way to get another touchdown, maybe a 2-point conversion, and make this interesting going into the fourth quarter.
Need a big play here.
So shotgun formation. He's got Mason in the backfield, puts him in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper again. It's not going anywhere.
Nope. Lost a yard.
It's not 4th down. There you go, 2nd down. It's not 3rd down.
Come on.
2nd down. The guy's having a little trouble over there. 2nd down.
There we go.
There we go. 2nd down and 11.
All right.
Inside a minute and a half now after the 1-yard loss. They're bringing 4, 5, 6 guys to the line, blitzing. We got to find a way to get a block.
Pressure. Fakes it. Going to toss it.
And
in and out
of the hands. Right at the 48-yard line. Would have been real close to a 1st down. It was a smidge low, but he usually catches that.
Cade came back for it, and he was kind of diving for it and hit him in the chest.
Yeah, it was just a smidge low, but not uncatchable. It was a good throw. It was only a place that Alvoit could catch it, but that's not an easy catch when you're coming back to the ball and you're falling to the ground at the same time, and just bounced it right off the 7.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, minute 6 remaining, and I think Hondo's going to use a timeout. So they do. So that brings timeout to the Owls. Let me get you a thank you to all of our sponsors. Well, maybe you look up that score if you can for that Lytle game. I know at halftime it was 22-0. They were losing to Crystal City. That's a important game for seeding purposes. But what's most important is we win this game. 28-13 is our score right now. We want to thank our sponsors, Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuel, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, Z's Kitchen, Texan Bank, Hermanson Steakhouse, Medina Healthcare Systems, and Hondo and Herald. Thank you guys so much.
Still looks like 22-0 at the 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
Okay, so sounds like that game has not changed at all.
Cole is up on Poteet, 21-14. They're just starting the fourth. And
so 3rd and 11. We're going to get back to action right here. This is a big play. Shotgun formation after the timeout. Rolls the quarterback. He's able to get rid of it. And they're going to call that incomplete. I don't see any flags.
Again, trying to hit Alvoit on the sideline.
And that's going to bring up a punt. So the ball at the 39, got a couple first downs and then nothing. And most likely a punt here. Waiting for them to, for everybody to get set up. So 3rd down, ball's at the 38. 4th down, 4th and 11. Got to get it all the way out to the 49.
Coaches are yelling in some calls here.
Well, they better
Pretty
hurry
excited.
up. I don't expect them to go for it. I'm pretty sure it's a punt.
Trying to call them.
They better hurry. 3 seconds, 2, 1. There's a snap. Gets rid of it. And it's going to got somebody back in time. And
Down
good tackle
40.
by Mason at the 40. So that's where they'll take over.
Yeah, short kick.
Yeah, well, I think they were expecting to just kick it down the middle and let it roll out. One of the cornerbacks actually dropped back and caught that and was able to prevent it from rolling out. So they get good field position at the 40-yard line. Mason with a good tackle, open field tackle. So now the defense has to do their job. 28-13. They did their job the first time. Unfortunately, there's 2 scores is what we're down, 15 points. One of them was a fumble return for a touchdown, and one of them was a special teams 90-yard kickoff return. So that's the difference in the ball game right now.
All right, defense, let's go.
28-13, just under a minute left in the third quarter. And on 1st down and 10 with 2 backs, 1 on each side. The quarterback keeps it, and he's going to run up the middle, finds nice yardage up the middle, up to the 45, maybe the 46. It's a gain of 6 yards. And there'll be one more play in the quarter, and then we'll go to the 4th. Crystal City made a big comeback last week to take a lead when they were down big in the 4th. Now Honda's going to have to do the same thing. They're down 15.
You're going to dig deep.
They had a great start to the third quarter. Unfortunately, that kick return kind of took the wind out of their sails, and now it doesn't feel like they've made quite the dent that they thought they did. So 2nd down and 5. Got to find a way to get a stop. And they're trying to draw us off sides. Doesn't work. Hand it off to number 3 in the backfield. He breaks another tackle. And there he goes.
Down the sideline.
There he goes. Down to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10,
inside.
down to the 5. He's going to score. And there's a flag. There's a flag back here way downfield. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a touchdown. I think it's going to come back, but it's not going to. They're still going to have first and goal or first down in the blue zone. That would have been the last play of the quarter. Let's see what they call. I think there might have been holding around the 4 or the 5 yard line, so that'll take it back to the 15. But starting the fourth quarter, they will have first and 10 in the blue zone. And so they're going to have first and 10 at the 15 to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And that running game to the outside has all day long worked. They keep running it to the left side, and we have not found a way to stop it. And it looked like somebody had him in the back. Someone was tackling like 2 yards, 3 yards in the end zone.
And he pressed the spin button
behind
behind
the line of scrimmage. Somebody had him. He broke away. He's just a small back, and we are having a hard time wrapping him up.
Yeah, did a spin move, broke it out further to the sideline. Looked like, I think it was number 24, may have had an angle on him, but he cut it back inside and went straight for the end zone.
So that score does not count. 28-13 is your score, but they've got a first and 10 at the 15-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Not looking good here at Berry Field.
All right, we got 12 minutes. Still plenty of time to make a comeback. We just need a big defensive stand or a turnover now in order to get us some help.
Yeah, Rob, we're not going to be able to give up any points here.
No. Some of the other scores, Lytle's still up 22-0. Now it's saying third quarter, 9:45 left. Carrizo's up 20-14 on Pearsall, and Cole is up 21-14 on Poteet.
So first and 10 from the 15 to start the fourth quarter. They come out, same formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They've got 2 backs in the backfield, low snap, and they hand it off to number 9, and he's going nowhere.
Weimer's was there.
Good defense there, loss of a couple yards. 2-yard loss.
About the 18.
I think they've got it at the 17. They had it at the 15, so let's make it second down and 12. They're going to use as much clock as they can. You can't blame them when you got a 15-point lead. Let's get a stop, though. Make them try to kick a field goal if they want to. We got to find a way to stop them. Shotgun formation, 1 back in the backfield now, the one that's giving us the most trouble, number 3. And they're looking to throw it, and it was a pump fake, wide open. Number 50's all the way downfield. Those offensive linemen were all the way downfield. Number 50 was blocking in the end zone.
Yeah. We had pressure on that quarterback when he went to throw it. I think it was Weimer's.
You can't throw the ball downfield and have offensive linemen standing in the end zone.
But great pressure by the Owl defense. They definitely stood up that time and took it to the quarterback.
Well, they may have been looking to run a screen, but when they threw it downfield.
Yep. Ineligible.
Offensive pass interference called too. So that's a 10-yard penalty. They'll go ahead and take that one. So it was a touchdown. That'll be wiped off the board again. That's a second touchdown wiped off by a penalty. And now with the offensive pass interference, that takes it all the way back to the 32,
33, 32 and a half.
Yeah, because it's a 15-yard penalty. So the ball's at the 32. The ball was at the 17. So that makes sense. It was 2nd and 12. Now it's 2nd and 27.
Great pressure, though, on the quarterback that time.
So we got to find a way to make a stop. Nobody beats you deep. Here we go. 2nd down and 27.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Ball's on the ground.
He was
falls
not ready.
on it.
The quarterback was looking over at the sideline when the ball got snapped.
Yeah, he got lucky that's where it fell.
We were hoping for that turnover. There was an opportunity.
So 3rd down, ball's at the 35.
Okay, Owls, let's take advantage.
No penalties, no freebies. They got to get all the way to the 5. Stay back. Looking to throw it.
Pope broke it up. Good job
Good defense by Pope. Make it 4th down from the ball at the 35.
I mean, this is their backup quarterback. Probably didn't have the arm that the starting quarterback does. Still making throws, but Pope was there to break it up.
So 4th down, they've got to get it inside the 5-yard line. Let's see if they decide to pooch punt. It wouldn't be the worst idea to try to pin us back inside the 10-yard line with a 15-point lead. I mean, I don't know why I would go for it from the 35, just because if it gets knocked down, that's decent field position. I'd punt it and make us, I mean, even if it goes into the end zone, let it roll around for a bit. So we'll see what they do.
They're going to throw.
I'm shocked. I'm not going to lie. And he's going to run for it, and he's going to go down.
Yes, 52.
That's Mason
33,
Martinez. That's a sack.
And 21.
Everybody in on that one, and we'll take the ball over at the 38. That does not make much sense, but we'll take it.
Mason, Anthony Garza, and A.J. Knight all stepped up to stop that.
Good job by the defense, and the Owls take over. 10:35 remaining, 28-13. They got it. They started the quarter, 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line, and now we're taking over at the 38. We stopped them. That's a big start to this 4th quarter. Now we got to get a score.
Need a quick score here, too.
It'd be nice. So get the offense all set up here. We've got 2 receivers to the left. Mason in the backfield. We got a tight end in there. There's the snap. Fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. He was not going anywhere. He loses 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah. They were back there.
Yeah, all the linebackers, everybody was back there.
That's been their game plan all night.
Yeah, right now our offensive line is given all they can handle. First, they get fresh bodies that are coming in, and there's an injury on the Indian side.
He's hopping off.
I think the way he's coming off, it looks like it's cramps. So as he gets off the field, it's a loss of 2, so 2nd down and 12.
Injury timeout.
Yeah, they're telling him to get back out there because he's already off the field. So 2nd down and 12. Waiting for the whistle to blow, and there we go. So 2nd down and 12, loss of 2. Come out with 4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He's still got Mason in the backfield. And there's the snap. Looking to throw it. And looks like it's going to be overthrown. Thank goodness, because if that ball would have been on target, it would have been picked off. So a little high. It was looking for Leighton Pope, and like I said, it's a good thing it was over his head because that would have been pick 6.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 12 again. We were behind the chains, having trouble with the running game.
Come on, offense.
They are bringing the house. We got to find a way to offset this pass rush. It's not just the 3 guys up front. I'm telling you, these linebackers are coming.
They are coming.
And
all night long.
They're not sitting back. So 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw.
Good job by the O-line.
He's going to throw it over the middle and a little bit over the head of the receiver he was looking for. He had Cade on the slant, on the deep slant, and he just overthrew him about a yard over his head.
Great blocking by the line there that time. Colton had plenty of time to throw the ball.
I hate to say this, but we're starting to get close to the next time we get the ball. If we get the ball again, we're probably going to have to start going for it on 4th down.
Another punt.
And he's going to be able to short punt. He's going to be able to return it.
Someone tackle him, please.
How is that not holding? I saw his jersey. And a nice return. Nobody broke down, and he was able to return it all the way down. He took it at the 35 and took it all the way down to the other 35. That's a 30-yard punt return.
31. Mason Barr tackled him.
Yeah, that's the downside of the 6 to 7 yard snap for punting. Is he has to get rid of it really quick. He only gets to take 1 step up and punt. If you get into your normal punting situation where you drop back about 10 yards, you can take that 2 steps and really get your foot into it. Colton is having to get rid of it quickly because they're bringing so much pressure. And because he's only 6 yards off the ball, he's got 1 step punt. And so that kick doesn't have a lot on it. And if they've got a guy back like they did that time, now they've got the ball back right where they were starting.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to find another way to get a stop. 1st and 10.
Defensive stand here.
Putting a lot of pressure on our defense right now. And low snap's going to hand off to number 3. He's the one that's been making all the plays. And he's going to get it out across the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
Lots of blue in on that tackle. Move the ball, 3-4 yards?
Yeah, I think we'll give him 3. The ball was at the 31, and I think they got it down at the 28 now. So 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 7. Clock's now inside 9.5 minutes. The clock is not our friend when you're down 15. 28-13 is your score.
They're just going to keep running the same formation.
You can't blame them. So
Yep.
they've got 2 backs in the back, 1 receiver each side, 1 back to each side. Wildcat formation. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper. He's going to be met at the line, and he's going to go backwards.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have gotten 1 yard. Let's see where they mark it. I think they're going to give him the 27, so that's a 1 yard gain. 3rd down and 6.
Tapia was in there on that stop.
Yeah, that was a really good job of filling that hole and then pushing back the back.
All right, 3rd down.
It's 4 down territory. They're going to use as much of this clock as they can, and then we're in the go zone time. The Owls cannot make any more mistakes, and they're going to have to play flawless ball for the last 8 minutes. First things first, we got to get a stop. 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers to the left. They hand it off to number 3. That's the play that's worked all game, and they're able to hold him to just a 2 yard gain.
Wrapped up by 33 and 6.
Oh, they gave him the 24. I did not think he even got to the 24. I thought it was the 25. That's a big yard. So they've got to get it to the 21 yard line, and they've got the ball at the 24. So make it 4th and 3. This is a big play. If the Owls don't get this stop, it's going to be very, very difficult. Yep. I don't know that we get the ball back 2 more times if they're able to convert this. So 4th down and 3. Defense has to find a way to make a stop here.
Garcia just came off. He was limping a little
bit. They're going to use a timeout. Let that play clock go all the way down to 1. So 7:29 remaining here in the 4th quarter. That is the 2nd timeout for Jourdanton. Yep. They've got 1 remaining. The Owls have 2. We still have the 2-minute warning. We're going to have to find a way to get a stop on this play, Rob, and then we've got to find a way to get a score, and we can't take 5 minutes to do it.
No, we got to have a quick score. We got to draw up the right play. 4th down, though. I mean, we've asked the defense to step up. They stepped up the last series. They got to do it again here.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a stop, and then hopefully that momentum might be just enough to kickstart the offense because –
crowd's getting into it.
It felt like when we made it 20-13, it felt like the tides were shifting, and then all of a sudden they took that kickoff for the touchdown, 92 yards, and you could have heard a pin drop. It got really quiet here, and so we got to find a way to get a stop. Jourdanton is coming off back-to-back district championships.
Right?
Yeah,
when we came out, 3rd quarter, quick scores. We can do this.
So
4th down, here we go.
So 28-13, 7:29 remaining.
Come on, defense.
4th and 3. Quarterback
good rolling
pressure. And wide open. He
dropped
the ball.
Dropped it.
We needed that. He dropped the ball.
He was wide open.
It would have been a 1st down and more, but the wide receiver dropped the ball, or the tight end, whoever it was he threw it to.
Good pressure. I didn't catch the number, but good pressure on that quarterback.
So on the rollout, the ball is dropped, and the Owls will take over at the 24-yard line. That's the first step. Now the next step is we got to find a way to get in the end zone. I don't know if it's a deep pass. I don't know what it is. I don't know how you're going to do it. That's not my job. That's the offense coordinator's job. But let's find a way to get a score. Maybe Mason up the middle again on a pass. I mean, it worked for that touchdown one time. I don't see a free safety. The middle of the field is open. If we can get something down the middle, whatever works, let's go.
And that's what he's doing. He's dropping back.
He's running a screen pass. Mason makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Keep
they
going.
got his shirt.
All right. 1st down and 10.
His legs were pumping, but they had the tail of his shirt.
See, I love the screen pass when they're bringing that much pressure. I feel like we're not utilizing that enough. I would have loved to seen it maybe 3 or 4 times already. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 38-yard line over on the left hash.
1st down.
1st and 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mason in the backfield next to Colton. There's the snap. He's looking to throw it.
Coming this side.
And there's a catch. Graf's going to get to close to the 50.
He's close to the 1st down.
Blow the whistle. There's no reason for him to be driven to the
1st down.
There's no reason for him to be driven to the ground. If you see that he's going backwards, blow the whistle. That's the refs that need to blow their whistle to protect the kids.
Yep. Because Graf came up a little gimpy.
Well, he has 3 guys pushing him back, and if they're not going to blow the whistle, they're going to shove him to the ground and land on him like that. Once momentum is stopped, blow the whistle. So 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. High snap, quarterback keeper, and he's going to get tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe, they're not going to give him the 50, so no gain on the play.
The high snap threw him off a little bit.
Going to be inside 6 minutes before we snap it again. 2nd down and 10. Need to find a way to get in the end zone here in the next couple minutes. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper again. Good push.
Going
He's going to get across the 40,
blocking.
down to the 38. Yeah. That's a 1st and 10.
That's a great block by Cade Alvoit. Allowed Colton to get it to that outside and get the first down.
That gives him 12 yards on 1st down.
Let's keep moving.
Clock's down to 5:50 and change. 1st and 10 at the 39. Everybody gets set up. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Mason on his left side. Now he wants him on the right side. And there's the snap.
Another
it's a little bit high. He's able to bring it down. Looking. Throws it up. And out of play. That'll stop the clock. 2nd down and 10. He was looking for number 6 on that pass, Alex Garcia. The whole rhythm was thrown off, though, with that ball being snapped so high. It was a good thing that he was able to bring it down. We can't afford any negative plays. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Clock is not our friend. Coach Quall's down there. Getting excited. I have to apologize. I called him Coach Quails last game.
Yeah, you did. I think, it felt like bird hunting season. So Owls need to get set. Play clock down to 5. And who called a timeout? Was it the Owls? I hate that we have to use our timeouts on offense. We need those for defense. So 5:29 remaining. Having to waste timeouts on offense is not a good thing when you're down 15. So 5:29 remaining. All right, let's thank our sponsors one more time. 28-13 is your score. The Owls are driving. We're down at the Indian 39. Ball's on the left hash. We want to thank our sponsors: Hondo, Amber Herald, Bedina Healthcare Systems, Herman Son Steakhouse, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, and Medina Electric Co-op. You got an update on that score?
Yep, looks like Crystal City has scored, so it's 22-7. It says 7 minutes left in the third, so Lido's still up 22-7. And Poteet and Cole are knotted up at 21 with 4 minutes left.
So what we do know is this. The Owls win this game, they win the district. The Owls lose this game, there's a 3-way tie if Crystal City able to still win. And it all just depends. There's so much that could happen.
Here we go.
The only thing we have in our control is we can win this game and we can win district.
Alvarez throwing. Cade caught it.
Nice catch at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a little short of the first down.
Got 2 yards to go.
Looked like it was at the 30. I'm surprised they marked it all the way back to the 31. But so make it 3rd down and 2. Clock running. Got to get a first down. Got to get a touchdown. Find a way.
Good pressure catch by Cade Alvoit.
That was a good catch. Shotgun formation puts Mason in motion. Good snap. Quarterback keeper. That's a first down and more.
Hold the ball. Keep going.
Down to 20. Down to 15. Down to 10. Down to 5.
He reached for it.
Did he get in?
Yes.
I'm waiting for a signal.
No, he totally said he stepped out.
I did not see him step out.
2. Stepped out the 2.
So that should stop the clock. 4:50 remaining. We need to get in the end zone on this play.
He dove for the pylon, but his foot stepped out before.
Boy, I did not see that. It's a tough angle for us to see, too. So the Owls have a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, 28-13. We need to score right here.
Bar going to take it?
I don't know.
Nope, Alvarez.
Followed up.
Boom, touchdown.
That's what we needed.
No flags. And a little extracurricular activity again by the Indians.
I think we want to go for 2 here, don't we?
I think we do.
If you don't go for 2 here, you got to go for 2 on the next one. It's I think you go for 2 now.
Yeah.
I really do.
Know what you're dealing with.
And this is a big play because it's a 2-score game still. We've got to get 1 or 2 right here, right now. Clock doesn't run on a 2-point conversion.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to stand up for this one. Bring Mason in motion. Fakes the handoff. Keep your feet.
Come on,
push. I don't think he got in.
There, nope. They both blind judges.
Why aren't we? Oh, I would have loved to seen Andrew Tapia in there blocking.
It was a quarterback keep. Colton was pushing. He just didn't get enough behind him to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, but not to have a lead blocker. We've done so good with lead blockers all year. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to use Mason as a decoy, but we just I haven't seen Tapia as a lead blocker today.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but keeping him fresh, I guess, maybe for the rest of the year. But that one hurts because now we're still down 2 scores with 4:50 remaining. So I don't know if you're going to look at onside kick, trying to get the ball 2 times, down 9 with 4:50 remaining. I mean, we could get the ball quickly and maybe get a field goal, but it's going to be a lot tougher now. That was a big score, but we had to convert either an extra point or a 2-point conversion. So 28-19, it's a 2-score game, down 9, 4:50 remaining. We've only got 1 timeout. We do have the 2-minute warning in our favor too, but the task just got that much harder.
It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult.
I agree. So let's see what we decided to come out with here on special teams. I hope we're not going to kick it to number 3. He's had a heck of a ball game, and he's already returned 1. So do we kick it deep? Do we try onside kick? It looks like they're bringing the hands team up. Everybody's up close. Can't blame them for that. Let's see what they do. I think they're lining up for an onside kick. So the ball is set at the 40. It has to go to the 50. I think I'd try to kick it right to number 88 if I could. Maybe number 9.
Bounce it off of them. Little hands. Gets a good bounce.
Fall on it. We got it.
Alvoit jumped up
went off of one of the Indians. One of them touched it with one hand.
It bounced over several Indians. Cade Alvoit had about a 47-inch vertical jump and grabbed that ball.
That is the Owls ball at the 42. So 1 down. We're going to still have to find a way to get a score, and we got to get another stop. So we got a little bit more left in this ball game. The Owls are not quitting.
We got to have a quick score here, though.
It doesn't help that our receiver just took a hard shot on that recovery. I can't remember the last time I saw an onside kick work. That was a really good kick, too. I got to give props to the
perfect bounce by our 26, right? That's Gabriel.
So 2 receivers to each side. First down and 10 for the Owls at the 4 minutes, 50 seconds remaining.
Bringing pressure.
There's a lot of pressure. Get rid of it. Throws it up over the middle. Good catch by Mason.
Good job, Mason. Alvoit got hit right as he let go of it.
Alvarez got hit.
I'm sorry.
Number 5.
Still pumped up.
I knew who you were talking about.
I'm still pumped up from that.
He bounced back up, so a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1, clock running.
Now you got me standing up.
I was going to have to get set quickly. I'm using a lot of time to get set.
A little confusion.
There's a snap.
Going to throw. He's looking deep.
Ooh. And that's going to fall incomplete. That's going to stop the clock with 4:15. He was looking in the direction of Pope. He was running one-on-one over on the far side, and it wasn't really anywhere close to anybody. It was just kind of throw up in the air. Nobody was able to find the ball, so that stops the clock with 4:15 remaining, and that makes it 3rd down and 1. We still got to get a first down.
Got to get the first, yeah.
So a lot of options here. You can still run. You can still throw. Just remember, the clock is not our friend right now. They're going to show a blitz up the middle, a good run, a big hole up the middle. That's going to be a first down and more. Down to the 24-yard line.
By Alvarez. He followed Mason. Mason had a good block. Wide receivers were blocking 2. Moving the chains. Clock stopping. All right, let's get that play called in.
Running. Yep, 1st and 10 at the 24.
Still looking for the play.
And here we go. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff.
Toss it again. It's going deep. No one's there.
Nobody there. Not sure who that was going to, so that's incomplete. Stops the clock with 3:50 remaining. 28-19, down 9. Need a score.
2nd down.
Need a stop. So we need to score quickly here, or we're not going to have any time left. We only have 2 timeouts helping us. 1 timeout that we have in our pocket and the 2-minute warning. So we're not going to be able to stop that clock but twice. So we want to make sure as much time is on that clock as possible. We're going to need maybe another onside kick if we're not careful. Right, quarterback keeper.
He's going out to the wide right. Ooh, he is met.
At the 21, a gain of 4. Not going to be able to stop the clock. Didn't get out of bounds. The clock's going to run.
Let's go. Quick call.
Mason's limping off. That's not what we want. So here comes Tapia in the backfield. Third down and 7. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper
Alvarez
again.
keeping it again. Ooh,
And
he got hit
he's going
pretty
to
hard.
be down at the 16-yard line. It's going to be just a little bit short. Third down. Clock's inside 3:15 now. It's going to be fourth down. Fourth down and 2. Joby's coming in now.
Alvarez is coming out.
And what's going on? Did Hondo use a timeout?
Looks like it, coming off the field.
I'm waiting for them to show who called the timeout. Is that a Hondo timeout? Nobody's.
Even the ref's doing 6-7.
Yeah, he was actually. That's funny. Did anybody use a timeout? I didn't see a signal, or was it injury?
All right.
So 4th and 3. So nobody used a timeout. That was so weird. I don't know if it was for an injury. I'm not sure what happened. Mason did limp off, but he was off the field. So there goes the clock. It's running. We got 4th down and 2. And it's going to be a keeper.
Joby's keeping
Gets to
it.
the 15, gets to the 14, gets to the 10.
Got a first down.
Inside the 10.
Got to speed it up.
Clock
Move the
stops,
chains.
2:58. First and goal for the Owls. Going to need another onside kick now. We're already realizing that that's going to happen.
Yep. Alvarez back in.
We need to get a score before the 2-minute warning so we have a couple timeouts to
Clock's
deal with.
running. Chains are set. 2:50.
So first and goal.
Alvarez back in. Joby's in the back because Mason's still out.
He goes in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, inside the 5, inside the 4,
following his
inside the
blocker.
3. Is he in? There it is.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah. How about the blocking by
That was really,
Weimers?
really good blocking.
Weimers created a big hole. Alvarez went through. Touchdown, Owls.
So now I think you go for the extra point. It's 28-25. We're down 3.
Yeah.
Just get the 1.
Because a field goal to win it?
Yeah. Field goal could win it. Yeah.
Yeah, a 2-point does nothing.
I
for
wish
you
we
here, right?
I wish we had gone for 1 the first time,
Yep.
and then we could be going for 2 right now. You take our time, figure out the play.
Yeah.
Let's get this point. This is a big extra point. Down 3 right now. Good snap, good hold, kicks up, and he drills it.
Good.
So
All right.
28-26 is your new score. 2:35.
Oh.
Let's kind of paint the picture for you. We got 2.5 minutes. We could kick an onside kick for sure and try again. It worked the first time. If he decides to kick it deep, we can stop it twice. So we can stop it once with the timeout, and we can stop it once with the 2-minute warning. So what that would mean is if they get the first down, they can take a knee and the game will practically be over. So if we are going to kick it to them, or even if we go onside kick and it's unsuccessful and they get the ball, we still have an opportunity, if we can stop them 3 plays in a row, that we might get the ball back and maybe have enough time to try to do something. We only need a field goal right now. The score is 28-26.
Yeah. Score.
Okay. So 28-26 is your score. I was just
right.
making sure.
So-
I was like, that extra point was good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So what are the odds of 2 onside kick recoveries back to back? I mean, we've had 2 kick returns in 1 quarter back to back.
this is true. I would say that the odds are not in our favor. You know, I think we have a better chance of winning the Hunger Games. I think the odds would be in our favor better for that than 2 onside kicks, but you never know.
All right. It's getting crazy up here in the booth. All right. 2:35 left, folks. 2-point game.
Hey, that extra point was brought to you by Charmin.
All right. So he's lining it up. He's lining it up on the
28-26.
other side this time. Does look like he's setting it up for another onside kick, which is expected. He's on the other side this time.
He's got the ball definitely placed on this hash. We'll see what he's doing. If he's going to kick, if he's going to maybe just right up the middle. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Here goes Gabriel Rodriguez.
We're waiting. You kick it deep. I think
He
you
kicked
do.
it deep. Kicked it over the head, and it's in the end zone.
Okay, so the clock doesn't run. So they're going to put it on the defense.
Defense has stepped up a few times tonight.
So we've got to stop them from getting a first down. So they've got the ball all the way at the 25-yard line. I like that.
All right, I want Weimers in the backfield
I
creating
think
the sack.
you've got to bring the linebackers. They've got to try to make a play. We need to get a stop right away. 3 times.
Right. They're starting on the 25. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. Owls defense is out there. They're ready to go.
Wouldn't mind a holding penalty. Get them pushed back 10 yards.
How about a fumble recovery?
We haven't had a
Hondo
turnover.
Owls?
We turned it over 3 times. They haven't turned it over yet. So
we're due.
Here we go. 1st and 10. This is the last hurrah right here. It's a 2-point game.
Same formation we've seen all night with their Wildcat.
Low snap, quarterback keeper. He goes up the middle. He gets good positive yardage. To about they're going to give him the 30. There's no way he made the 30.
So Weimers and
that was the 29-yard line at best. So they gave him 5 yards, 2nd down and 5.
This is going to go to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute timeout, excuse me.
Surprised.
All right.
So 2-minute warning. They've got to stop them. They've got 5 yards to go, and they got 3 downs to do it if they wanted to. And don't be surprised if they get 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. I'm telling you, Coach PlayStation over there, I don't know his name, but I'm telling you, he will go for it. So, and why wouldn't you? His running game has been unstoppable tonight. There have been very few plays where we've stopped him in 4th and short, 3rd and short. We've had a few plays where we stopped him for no gain, but it's been pretty effective tonight. And so 5 yards, that's our goal. We got to find a way to get in the backfield, get some stops, and we'll use a timeout on this play unless they get a first down. If they get a first down, it's over, folks.
Got to bring the pressure.
So 2-minute warning, 2-minute timeout.
Yep.
Hondo's done a good job of playing hard in the second half, but it looks like it could be too little too late unless we make some really good plays here over the next 2 downs.
All right, both teams are back on the field.
We need to shoot those linebackers in the gaps. Everybody has to play at the line of scrimmage. We've got to get a stop. Get
amped up. Here we go.
Everybody up at the line, and
they are. Got Weimers. You got Barr in there. Got the O-line. Yep, they're backing off.
And
he's got the first down.
Yep, they pushed him forward, and nobody ever tackled him. So now it's just 3 knees and game over.
Yep. Unfortunately, it was a magnet ball there, and they just pushed it about 5 yards forward.
Yep, there's no reason not to just take a knee now. So 1:52 remaining, 3 knees away from Jourdanton getting the victory, and the Owls will be at 3-1 in district play.
Final timeout used by the Hondo Owls. But
all we could do was get a stop there, and instead they got a 10-yard push. They needed to get to the 35. They got it all the way to the 40.
Yep.
And just could not stop them. Unfortunately, the running game was just a little too strong. And honestly, it almost was I hate to say that an injury helped them, but when they lost their quarterback, who is more of a dual threat and more of a passing quarterback than he is a runner, and they had to go Wildcat and have 3 running backs back there, it actually helped their offense because you knew what was coming. They felt comfortable running it, and they just kept running and running and running, and it took away our pressure because those guys kind of had to sit back. They got 3 small running backs who were very elusive, and they played a very, very good game.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. The clock is not running right now because the Owls just used their final timeout. I had a feeling those timeouts we were gonna want those at the end of the 4th quarter, but unfortunately we had to use them on offense. And when you use them on offense and you need them on defense, especially in a game that you're trailing, you need to find a way to stop that clock. So on 1st and 10, not sure why, but the Indians take a timeout. So that's their final timeout, 28-26. No more timeouts. That won't happen again.
Clock cannot stop now.
Nope. So 3 knees away. And that'll make us 3-1. Do we have an update on that? Can you maybe check on Crystal City? And I'll let you know that we want to thank our sponsors again: Hondo Inver Herald, Medina Healthcare Systems, Hermanson Steakhouse, Texan Bank, Z's Kitchen, State Farm and Cameron Garcia, C&W Fuels, and Medina Electric Co-op. if everybody that's supposed to win, if Crystal City wins their game against Lytle, then Hondo, Jourdanton, and Crystal City will all be 3-1 going into the final week of district play. Hondo's traveling to Poteet next week. Jourdanton is traveling to Lytle, and Crystal City would be playing Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know where Crystal City is right now?
Crystal City, Lytle still ahead 22-8. It's showing 11 minutes left in the fourth.
So on first down, they take a knee.
And then Poteet and Cole are still knotted up at 21 with 48 seconds left.
So second down and 10, clock running. There'll be a minute left when they snap it on second down. Frustrating game today, Rob. Just the start was just uncharacteristic of the Owls. They played so much better. They're going to have their second loss of the season, one by 1 point and one by 2 points, both of them at home, and both of them were just uncharacteristic turnover problems, honestly. 3 turnovers in the first half really killed us, and even in that Bandera game, turnovers and high snaps killed us there.
That's right.
So they're one snap away. They can snap it one more time, and that'll be the last play of the ball game.
Yep.
Third down and 12, but that's not what matters. What matters is they just make a good snap here, and they'll take a knee, and they'll take the victory 28-26, and Jourdanton will be in the driver's seat for a district championship. They will have to find a way to beat Lytle next week. And honestly, you never know. Lytle is taking it to Crystal City right now.
They're going to shake it up.
If they can beat Jourdanton next week.
Here comes the final snap.
And there it is.
20 seconds left on the clock, but that is it, folks. Penalty here at the end. That'll stop the clock, possibly.
Yeah, that's going to be a number 74, unfortunately.
Yeah, little end of game frustration there. So final flag. I mean, penalties didn't kill us tonight. They weren't obviously in our favor, but tonight was turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers that's really what it was. And the clock hit 0, 28-26. Jourdanton with the victory. And the Owls will shake hands with the Indians, and that'll be the ball game. So unfortunately, the Owls moved to 3-1. Won't be able to give you the final score of the Lytle Crystal City game. If Crystal City comes back, the Owls have a chance, obviously, still to win district, but a lot of things have to go their way. It's out of their hands now. And so we're going to just have to see where everything falls. We got Poteet, like I said, this next week. That'll be on the road. We need to get that victory. And then we're going to have to hope for some other teams to make some slip-ups. Jourdanton has the edge right now over us, and so does Crystal City if they get the win. Crystal City beat Jourdanton, so if Crystal City continues to lose today, then that would give Jourdanton the chance to win the district again. If Crystal City comes back, then that would put Crystal City in first place, Jourdanton second, Hondo third. All 3 teams will still be making the playoffs. It just depends where they'd go and which direction. So we'll find out what happens. There's a lot left to decide, but unfortunately, the Hondo Owls come up short, 28-26, down 20-0 at halftime, and just weren't able to find it. Just gotten too deep of a hole, really, Rob.
Yeah, it was kind of, in my mind, two big plays that deflated us, right? It was after our first play from scrimmage, getting it all the way down to the near the end zone and then fumbling at the goal line. That kind of took the air out of us in the first half. Second half, we come out, we score, and then they come right back and return the kickoff. And both of those plays just kind of took the air out of our sails, unfortunately.
Well, and we had a fumble return for a touchdown. Yeah. They scored on defense. It was just.
So we got to go to Poteet and we got to take care of things, right?
We got to get that victory. Get that victory at Poteet. And then let's just see where we go. Let's find out where we have to go play in the playoffs, and then we'll go from there.
Reminder, tonight is senior night, so this is the last time several of these football players are going to don their cleats on this field. Next time they'll be on this field is for graduation.
Yeah,
so.
And what a career for Mason Barr. He had, he's had a fantastic career at Berry Field, and little bit sad that was the way that he had to finish his last home game.
Yeah.
But you know what? The season's far from over.
That's right.
I know they wanted district. I know they wanted to get the district championship, and now that they don't have control over that kind of stinks. But there's still a lot ahead for them.
What does Coach Templin say? Play the next play, right? So
Yep.
we got one more game before the playoffs. We'll go play that, take care of business, and then we'll see where we get seated in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Right now, if I had to guess, we're probably playing if things fall where we think they might, and there's a lot to be figured out because we got to find out if we're going to be first, second, or third.
Yep.
If Crystal City's able to come back, it pretty much puts us looking like we're looking right at third place. And again, it's not that we got third place because honestly, having the same record in the district, we would be considered co-district champions. If all three teams ended with 3-1 records, there could still be a trophy that goes up in the hallway that
Hallways, yeah.
says co-district champion.
Mhm.
But that's not what they want. They want to win it outright, and they
Yep.
just don't have a way to get that anymore because they lost that, unfortunately. So they're getting ready, line up for the senior walk, I believe is what
Yep.
they're doing down there. Remember,
got-
you and I did that together
Yeah.
with our kids.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
So we got parents are down in the south end zone. Seniors are going to be up in the north end zone. They're going to come play a few songs, and they're going to meet in the middle.
So I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Final score 28-26. We just want to thank Medina Electric Co-op, C&W Fuel, State Farm, and Cameron Garcia, Z's Kitchen, Texan Bank, Hermanson Steakhouse, Medina Regional Hospital, and Hondo Amber Herald. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to bring you this season. Remember, next week, if you can't make the trip to Poteet, Kobe Twilliger and I will be bringing you the action from Poteet, Texas, home of the best strawberries in the world.
Yeah.
And we will get down there.
Home of the Aggies, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not the right Aggies.
Not the right Aggies. So,
So that's a big difference, though. The last two road trips, we went to the home of spinach, and we went to the home of strawberries.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that they're one's better than the other, but
one's sweeter than the
yeah,
other.
I think
so.
give me a bag of strawberries over a bag of spinach.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying I don't eat spinach. I do like spinach. I prefer it raw.
Yeah.
And I like it in my chicken salad. But I'm gonna go over I'm gonna take the strawberries 9 out of 10 times.
Hey, Jonathan, I appreciate you letting me do this with you. All the home games this season, it's been a blast.
Yeah, your first season, I thought you did pretty good, Rob.
Well, thanks.
I actually put out a on Facebook. I don't know if you ever saw it, but I put out a survey and asked them on a scale of 1 to 5 how Rob did for the season, and you ended up with 4.7 stars.
Oh wow! Yeah.
On your reviews, on the Google reviews. I could read some of those to you if you want. I don't know if you want to hear what people had to say.
No, I think you're lying, but it's been fun.
There were only 7 Google reviews, and let's see, it was Ponathan Bacon, and then
Aiken
this
for
one,
bacon.
Yeah, every one of them is a play on my name, so maybe those were all mine, and you still only got 4.7. So I don't know what happened there.
So,
No,
it's been a blast, and hopefully I can catch a playoff game with you too, and maybe we do this again next year.
Yeah, I'm hoping. we get to do it again. It was a good time, and now we're going to wrap things up. We are going to head to our Halloween party, go see our granddaughter all dressed up. I think she's
Pebbles.
Pebbles, right?
Yeah.
From the old Flintstones. And so 28-26 is our final score. Again, thanks to our sponsors. Thank you for everybody who has watched all season. Remember, we got one more game. We got to get that victory at Poteet, that Crystal City game. Keep an eye on that if you're following. If you really want to know how Hondo's doing, if we end up in third, there's a good chance we play. I believe I was talking to Coach, and the winner of the district that we would play against would probably be Ingram, is who we'd probably play in the playoffs if we ended up in third. If we end up in second or first, it could go so many different directions. So we'll have to play that by ear. 28-26 is the final score. Crystal City, don't be surprised if they make a late comeback. 22-8 is the score right now. And I know Poteet and Cole are in a close one,
They
too.
went to OT, and Poteet's up 28-21 right now.
So I don't think that game has any playoff implications because I think both those teams have lost multiple games, but I could be wrong. So
the most important game is not updating on Dan Campbell's Texas football.
What's most important is the Owls need to find a way to beat Poteet, and that way we can guarantee ourselves a spot in the playoff. And when you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. If you go back into Dan Campbell's high school football book that comes out every year, and you look at the state champions and the teams that go deep in the playoffs, a lot of times they have a loss or two. So there's not a lot of undefeated teams. So everything the Owls are shooting for is still in front of them. They've got a chance to do something in the playoffs, make a big run. They're going to have to not play like they played tonight. This was the worst we've seen the Owls play for the first 2 quarters of the game, and unfortunately, it is what it is. We got a loss, 28-26 in district. I know they really wanted to beat Jourdanton and just came up a little bit short. But, Rob, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun this year, buddy. I
Thank you.
really appreciate you joining us. We wish Avery the best of luck, her and the rest of the mob tomorrow as they travel
Thank
to Beeville and see if they can make it to state. The Mighty Owl Band is going to do their best to see if they can come away with the victory tomorrow, and then they'll be at state at the Alamo Dome maybe the second week of November.
The 12th, yeah. So y'all come out at 8 o'clock and line the streets, 27th and M, and support the band and give them a big send-off as they head down
That's
to
a
Beeville.
great idea. And if you're not an early morning person, I would suggest just driving your car to the square right now and just falling asleep in your car. And then you can just literally, when you hear the bus go by, you can just kind of wave.
Live off some Halloween candy.
Yeah, there you go. Get that sugar rush.
All right.
28-26, final score. Owls just a little bit short. Thank you guys for joining us. We will bring you the Coaches Show middle of the week to talk about the playoff implications and where we stand. And again, we're playing Poteet next Friday. If you can't make the trip, Kobe and I'll be more than happy to get you all the details. Hondo Owl football is over for tonight, but we'll